I need some hit die because I need to.
So
Horrible.
do you need our initiative rolls?
You're so dead. So fucking
We
dead.
gotta set the scene first.
Insight check was a 16.
Okay. Uh,
Nice. To Roxy's deception check.
Yeah.
No,
So what we'll
sorry.
do, a quick background. The party has been hunting this large creature that they suspect is down here. It's made hissing noises. It's down in a subterranean cavern that is filled with mostly like cold, fresh water. They met a giant named Polymos, and then they also took care of some humanoid Triton-like men, or who were seemed to be enslaved in some kind of charmed trance, and they were able to kind of like work their way through them as they are slowly mapping out this cavern and hunting this creature. Polymos tells them that he is looking for his pet, this like dog dragon friend named Grom, and asks the party to help him if they do find it. But tells him that he's worried about a creature that lives in the direction that's similarly where they were taking their rest. And as he leaves, we left on the couple of the party members, or all the party members, taking wisdom saves, and only two of our strongest becoming susceptible to voices in their head that they're hearing. Voices that sound like an ancient language being translated into the common language, or being translated into a language that they know. That's where we are at right now. Does anyone want to add anything to that? Otherwise, we will jump in and get started.
There were also some green stones that had been
Yes.
collecting magic from the temple up above, which was the camera obscura that we destroyed.
Yes.
And we attempted to collect some of those, but I did not write down how many.
Did Apex get one of them, or did he? Was he able
He
to
We
got
have
one.
one.
I got one, yeah.
Got one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, what am I looking for here? All right. We will go ahead and begin. So we find ourselves here, back in this dark, cold cavern, as the party prepares, to move on. Maybe they're just now, maybe they sat on that rock for an hour and they're kind of slinking down in the water, like preparing to decide where to go next. And as they talk to each other, it becomes apparent quickly that Taroxys and Apex are acting a little strange. Another something that becomes evident and apparent is that the water now has a slimy touch to it, and a foul odor. All the water, all around you, and it is something that you are all quickly picking up on, and then Taroxys and Apex begin mumbling. And slowly their voices begin to raise. And as you hear them speaking, you hear their voice, but you also hear this whispering almost coming out of them as though they are possessed. And when you hear their voices combine, these two, that heavy Leonin, that just thing, that this beast of a humanoid that if had no hair you would see would be shredded. I mean, I'm sure down his abs, Apex is a specimen of a humanoid, while Taroxy's bronze body glistens with this cold droplets of water over it. But the water starts to turn to steam as he starts to heat up. His eyes, both their eyes, kind of going red. You all watching Taroxy's holding the hammer of the god Perforos, and as they speak in unison, you hear them, and you hear that whispering behind. But before the gods. Before the coming of the gods, we lurked in the primordial oceans of the Nyx. our dominance is made us gods, then you mortals wished the likes of Thassa into existence, smashing our empire. But we are everlasting. We are the memory bank of the Nyx, and one day we shall have our vengeance. But today we will settle for your enslaved soul. And as that, they both take a step forward, and then another step forward, and let's roll for initiative.
I'm exhausted still, so everything will be at
Okay,
disadvantage.
Roxy's
there.
rolled low. Oh, no, that jumped up. Oh.
My maul still gives me advantage on initiative.
Wow, that went from a 5 to a 21.
That is unfortunate. That is a 17.
Oh, God. That's unfortunate, right? Okay.
That was with disadvantage.
Wow. Pythias, what'd you get?
18.
18. Okay. Fitz.
A 14.
Okay.
Cruising.
Talmu?
A 1? Did he?
No,
What do you- You're
I
muted.
I think I. Oh, you're muted. I can't hear you. I know you're not muted, but we
Yeah,
can.
yep,
Yeah,
yep. I got lazy and I just pushed the button on my mic and I forgot. Yeah, we got super lucky.
What'd you get?
A 21.
21. Nice.
It's Roxy's and Talmoon moved together.
Leto?
So what's your dex?
24.
Higher than yours, probably. Actually, it's only a 16, so you might be not.
Yeah,
be-
you're
I'm
just
putting
one
these
higher.
wrong. Hold on, I'm
Yeah.
putting these
That's good.
wrong.
You can run.
Yes.
Okay, Apple got a 20. Pythias got.
I got 9.
Pythias got 18, right? Okay.
Pythia's got 18.
Yeah.
I got a 9.
Yep.
How many of us go before they do? Not many.
Moon got the
You
21.
better run, Talmoon. You better run far away.
You better run.
Leto got 24.
Yep.
Not bad. And then 17 for Apex, right?
17.
Okay. All right. Now, as you all see them stepping forward and the party begins to fan out, I will allow you to reposition yourselves from the where I have you standing, at least up to 30 feet if you choose. In not Apex but anyone the rest of the party. If there's somewhere you want me to move you,
This is bad.
let me know now.
Talmoon is probably going to be if Taroxy's was resting there, Talmoon would probably be resting on that rock next to him.
Okay.
Like
so-
I don't see why I wouldn't have rested next to Taroxy's.
Right. What I'm saying is that's where you probably would have on that rock. But as you see Taroxy saying all this crazy shit, how would you reposition yourself? I'm giving you like 10 seconds to just go into like battle formations, kind of like.
I think that's enough distance for oh shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I would have been super close to him. So yeah.
Can Fitz be like within 60 feet of them, but on a rock?
Yes.
Can I like be outside looking in? Is that okay?
Y'all are gonna hate this, but Apple's gonna move between Taroxy's and Apex.
All right, there's a little
Well,
side corner there,
Apex.
Fitz. I was able to get you up there.
Apple,
Not 60
why?
feet, but as
That's
far
the
as you can
piece.
get on your 30
Within?
foot.
I don't need to be outside of 60 feet. I want to be within 60 feet.
Got it, within 60 feet. Got it. You are within 60 feet.
You would take the feat that makes you faster than me, you a-hole.
And Apex, where you? Apple, where are you going?
In between Taroxy's and Apex.
Oh my gosh!
I can't believe you, man.
What are you doing?
I don't know, Renee. What's your
What are
next
you
character
doing?
like,
What are
man?
you doing? Are you trying to? Don't do self-sacrifice. This is not the game.
No. I've got a plan.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I head for wherever there would be deep water? I'm assuming like to Telmoon's right.
To Telmoon's, which since you can kind of feel the water, you in the way the makeup of the geological makeup of this cave, you know that it gets deeper going to your left, so it gets deeper going
My
back
left.
that way.
Oh, okay. Sure, yeah, let's head a little in that direction. We lost the camera a bit.
Yeah, it's back. Sorry, should be back.
Yeah.
So like in this direction, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably good. I'll keep line of sight on Taroxys, but you're probably
Okay.
where you have me there.
Right there. Okay, that's about okay. And I'm gonna for the dynamic to make this combat more dynamic. I'll ask the party over the villains what they prefer, because I know I said this is difficult terrain. Maybe unless you're so.
And it'd be difficult terrain only for cat people.
Still is probably not going to work. For the
No,
sake
it's
of
not
like
gonna.
the ferocity, do you want this to be regular terrain, or do you want it to be stay difficult terrain for everyone?
It makes it easier for us, like just knowledge-wise, counting
Yeah.
movement. If it's
So,
not
yeah.
difficult terrain, but it's up to you.
If it's difficult terrain, then you guys are in a worse position.
That's what I feel. So I was thinking the same thing. So
Have that
we're gonna
same
make
beat,
it where
bro.
the parties is able to move pretty quicker. They've kind of accustomed themselves. The ground is enough to kind of bounce off the gravel that's under the water, and we'll just won't treat it so it doesn't slow you down too much. Okay. So with that, with everything that we've got, we kick it into high gear here.
Let's get ready to rumble.
So yeah, and so in wrestler fashion. Even though I think Apple and Taroxys, anything else you want to add to the flair of the way you look, as you guys, even though you're completely being mind controlled, what you look like, or otherwise, Leto's up.
Yeah. Just a roar as kicking off things.
Yeah, Taroxy's eyes glow. There's steam pouring forth from both nostrils. Is just obviously activated.
Nice. It's all right. So Leto, what do you do?
Bonus action dash, and I want to get as high as possible.
That's about 60 feet with all the climbing. Unless you go 5'10", that's 30. Yeah, you could probably get to the top of it with a 60 if you're dashing. So.
Yep. And I'm just gonna hold my action because I'm not gonna start this fight off because I don't know these people that well.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're standing up there at the top.
Yeah.
Your
To
action.
trigger my action is if a fight breaks out, I will target either Troxys or Apex.
All right. Let's see here. Taroxy's at 21. You are up.
Telmoon, I think, has higher decks.
Oh. So yeah, it kind of. So what I'll do is, Dean, to be honest, not smart enough to do that. So boom. I just put, for the sake of this, just put Telmoon at 22.
Okay.
Just for the sake of the fight to make it easy. So Telmoon, you are up.
Telmo is going to start slowly backing up and be like, guys, stop it. Put it down. Put it down. And I'm gonna keep moving backwards, but I'm gonna hold. You know what? I'm not gonna hold my action. These dudes look crazy. Forget all that. I'm going to need wisdom saving throws.
Okay. Still moving back that space, or just one?
I am gonna move back all my 45 feet diagonally to the right corner because you say it's getting less and less difficult to. No, other way. Nope. I want to go.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna go shallow.
Got it.
Wisdom saves?
Wisdom saves, fellas.
Yes. That's a 4.
9.
Ooh.
That's what got us into this trouble.
You see Telmoon start waving around, and he casts slow on the two of them.
Half movement, and
You want me to read all that stuff? You guys know what slow
one
is.
attack.
Yeah. So too slow.
Yes.
So both
You either get an
slow.
action or a bonus action, not both. Half movement, -2 to AC. And you guys do not cast spells.
Mhm.
But Taroxys, if you cast spells, you know the rules.
I love that this is scarier than any boss fight I can throw at
No shit.
You have no idea how hard this is right now. And that's
All right. So then
They
Talmud
haven't-
is.
yep. He hasn't done anything to me yet, so I can't attack
Shit.
him. Yeah, that's my turn.
Casting slow as a slow starts to weave around them. Taroxys begins to try to move into action.
He's strong enough to at least take one action, and seeing this humanoid in front of him, he just swings mindlessly. Oh, but a 14 for the first one?
Or the only one, because slow.
Well, it's an action, 2 attacks per action.
No, it's actually me. You only get 1 attack with your action. But
Oh, you're right. No, I missed.
Because it's slow.
Yeah,
Oh.
so is the 14 lower than your AC? Wait, does the 14 hit?
To me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
Okay.
that's what I was asking.
I'm
God,
like, you better not have
don't-
stepped in the
don't-
front line with the 14 AC.
So you
Gosh.
just, the hammer slowly approaches you and you have time to move.
Smashes into the ground. For a moment there, we flash, and inside Taroxy's mind, it's just like he's just seeing fire, and it's like disjointed, and in that flame and fury, the voice talking to him is Perforos. Perforos is like, finish them for me. We will forge them, forge. It is time for change. Follow me, Taroxys. This is your purpose.
And having missed, he's gonna move 15 feet past the thing he missed. He's just gonna keep going.
All right.
Does Leto's held action go off?
And Leto, yeah. Well, because he did attack one of your friends, so yeah. That's what
Alright.
she's... Water splashing up around this giant titan of a...
So
And for the first time, you all are feeling the fear that your enemies probably feel when Taroxy steps into them.
I'm gonna say dirty 20 hits.
Okay.
It does.
For 19 points
Okay,
of psychic damage,
got it.
and now I'm scared for my life.
And I remain slowed because there's a 10 on the wisdom save at the end of the turn.
Alright. Apex, in that moment, you are seeing the party as like giant, deformed like monsters, and you just feeling like, and you can hear the roar of the crowd telling you to finish them, win, like, and it's like one big giant, ring to you, and it's like the Royal Rumble, and you just want to get them all out of the ring, right, as quickly as possible. As we move to Apo.
Apo, you mean Apex?
Apex. No, wait.
Yeah,
Actually-
Apple.
No, Apple
Apple-
before you, because Apex, you rolled a 17.
No, I rolled a 9.
Are you thinking of
I
Pythias?
somehow no, I
Pythias got an
somehow
18.
I somehow gave
Pythias
Apple
got
a 20.
18.
So that's what it was.
Yeah.
So it should be Pythias then, right?
Yeah, I go
Pythias
dead
and then
last.
Apex. All right. So
Right. Seeing the mindless attack in Taroxys and not seeing anything yet from the Apex Predator, Pythias is going to be like semi-floating in there and be like, Taroxys, stop! And reach out a hand, and I need, I believe, a wisdom save.
Oh, those are.
Some of the water
Now I need to go
coalesces
back.
around you.
I kind of missed it. Did Leto hit Taroxys?
Mhm.
Did he do any damage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Taroxys, I need a wisdom save.
That's a 6.
Okay. Yeah, nothing happens.
And then a wisdom save for Pythias.
Yep.
Wisdom
which is
save
a
for hold
4.
person. So you are paralyzed, I believe.
Oh wow. What's the spell?
Old person?
Person.
Oh wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of that water coalesces into like what looks like seaweed and just holds you in place.
Nice.
That's me.
That's it. All right. So as Pythias does this, we move to Apex, the Predator.
And you see as a bit of this lightning and these stars surrounding his body going around in the water. And is going to move towards Talmoon. By the way, you're muted, Jason, again.
I'm about 60 feet away. Heads up.
Without me, the slow change your movement.
Yeah,
It has
so
it, but he's doubling it, so.
Got it. So yeah,
so I
so
have
actually Taroxy's
I would
movement
move
right
50
there.
feet.
Jeez, so you just literally rush.
Oh, he should still be about 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
So I moved 45 feet away from him, so, and I started
Okay.
10 feet away. Yeah.
So then would Apple be able to get opportunity attack if he was there, or because he didn't attack him yet?
I didn't attack. You see me roar.
So you just
rush.
go past. Okay.
Yeah. So
And well,
Apple, do you do anything?
the action was using you see this cloak of lightning and stars around it.
Oh no, so I was wondering, can Apple do opportunity of attack?
if you
That's what I
wanted to.
was.
Yeah,
that's
if
what
you
I was
want
wondering.
to.
Yeah, that's what I was asking you, Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he would.
That would be at disadvantage.
Okay.
The stars, he's kind of shifting these little lightning coalescing around his body. It's hard to hit.
Completely swings and misses both.
Jeez.
7 and a 1.
Interesting so far.
How many
Yeah.
feet did you move, Apex?
50?
Are you out of the slow effect now?
No. It keeps on.
Yeah, technically I ran out of feet. Like, miniature-wise, I'd have to put Telmoon off the board to get him to the speed that he's to the.
Oh,
to
well, if the cave's
Yeah,
not big
but-
enough, then that's different. Like,
Well, no, I think the cave. You said you moved 45 feet,
yeah.
so it'll be fine. Yeah, I could get you 45 back here, so it just would be closer to the camera. That would be realistic. He couldn't get to you that way if that is the case. So yeah, you're right. You're right there at the wall. Like you just hit the wall of the cave. But I'll just front you guys a little bit there.
And I see you're surrounded. This lightning is following you.
Yes, lightning and stars shining around him.
And
Yeah,
then
I
at the
like
end of your
that.
turn, you take the save again.
And I take the save again. That's a 0.
Well, you take the save again for.
They
what's
can
that?
try to get
Every
out
turn.
slow every turn.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I think Fitz is up.
Okay. Would you say that Taroxys and Apex are still roughly 20 feet from each
20.
other?
No, they're not.
No,
Those
I ran.
squares are a wee bit blurry on my
Yeah, 10. But like they.
That's
well,
a fast boy.
I
ran
ran
50
50 feet while being slowed.
yeah, no.
Of course you
A
did.
little bit outside of it, so yeah. Even if I go by what I see here, they're outside of it.
Okay, so if I were to. There's no one within 20 feet of Apex, right? There's an ally
Someone.
within 20
There he
feet
is.
of.
I'm within 10 feet of Apex.
But I could maybe position an effect so that it's not hitting you.
If
Yeah.
you choose, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Fitz is going to cast Nathar's Mischief,
Ooh.
and I have to roll a die to even see what that does.
Oh, yeah.
I
Here.
love this spell so much.
Pure chaos.
Okay, so I'm gonna place a 20-foot cube around Apex,
Okay.
and I need a wisdom saving throw from him.
Oh, I love those.
Only wisdom saves.
Oh,
So that would go
that's
all
a
the way over.
16.
It doesn't have a save number in this little menu.
It's your save number, I believe.
It's a 15. Dang it!
That's good. You wasted that because that would have got him out of slow.
It would have? Well, good.
Yeah, if you would have rolled that against me.
Well, that's my turn.
Does the cube stay up?
No, because he passed
Was he passed it?
the
So it drops.
save,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
All right. If you staying where you're at, staying put.
Yeah, I'm gonna pep talk myself and be like, "Good try, good try. That was a good try. All right, next time."
This puts Apple. You're up.
So I'm closest to Roxy's, or
Yeah.
You are, yes. You're like closest to Taraxis.
And he's
Okay.
He was
paralyzed.
slow. He actually disengaged from you. So technically, because he tried to move 15 feet, so he would have moved 5. Yeah, so he
5.
probably would have still been within range. So yeah, he's right there with next to you.
Well, my walking is 30 feet. I moved 15 because I was already counting in the
Oh,
slow.
you already counted. So yeah, then he would have been here. So yeah, he would have moved. That's why you had the opportunity
Okay.
to attack option, and you attacked Apex, right? I think. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's right there.
Oh,
okay.
Just saying, Taroxius is paralyzed.
Three
Yeah, I
crits,
know.
baby.
I'm gonna go with the mace and just hopefully knock him out. And God, this is
Still is
Not
not going
good,
to run
but-
away.
oh my God, 24 to hit.
That hits.
Yes.
they have a 2 penalty to AC, so it's a little easier to hit.
Okay. Oh my God. All right. So that I will use this. So it's 4 damage he's taken, and he'll try it again for a second hit. Nat 20.
Roll them twice. Because everything's an auto crit with
Paralyzed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
everything-
I actually didn't even know that.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're paralyzed, any attack within 5 feet with a weapon is that hits is a critical hit.
Oh crap.
And
Yeah.
you just crit on an auto crit.
Damn.
So that's gonna be double the. So it'll be 8, and then it's gonna be.
Since you rolled a nat 20, Apple, you have a point of
6.
inspiration. You gain a point of inspiration.
Nice. So that's 10 damage total,
Got it.
and then inspiration. Nice.
Jason.
Did you just roll ones the whole time? What happened?
D&D Beyond, man, because I don't have enough dice over here. But I did get the nat 20 on there, so there was at least that. Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah.
Okay. So then we're at the. So this is happening, top of the next round as it's I believe Leto's. I think we've gone through everybody that first complete. Leto, you're up.
19 for Taroxys to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is 20 points of damage on the first, and six points on the second attack because I used main attack and bonus action to throw my smaller dagger. All psychic. I'm going to just stay here and eternally panic.
Okay. Then we move to Tell Moon.
Moon made a poor decision because there's not another 45 feet I could run that'll keep me more than 50 feet away from him.
Nope.
But I am going to strafe straight to my left. And as an action, I'm going to throw a firebolt at Apex.
That's at disadvantage.
You're going to get hit anyway. I rolled it at disadvantage, you lucky punk. I rolled a nat 20, but I rolled it at disadvantage just in case, because for some reason I thought your cloak might do that. Yep. It's 16 plus stuff, so I'm sure that hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 14 points of fire damage from the firebolt. I'm running 45 feet straight towards Pythias now.
Towards Pythias?
Sure, just bring him towards me. Great. Good.
Yep, I get you over there. Is that where you want to be? Right there?
And then that was my fuck. No, I can't not do it. Yep, I'm gonna quicken spell, and you're gonna see a giant spear appear above Telmoon's head, and I'm gonna need an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, from Apex, I'm assuming.
No, you think I'm gonna attack Tyroxes? Get out of here.
That's a 16.
You lucky ducky.
All right.
And I rolled ridiculous on this one. You punk. So 24. You take 14 damage, intelligent or psychic damage. So 28 damage total this round. Fire and psychic. And that's my turn.
Suddenly, Tyroxes looks over for a second at Telmoon, and then in front of Telmoon in the water begins to like bubble, like it's heating up, and a flame opens up in the water. Give me a wisdom save, Telmoon.
I tried, guys. I'm sorry.
Add 4 because you're next to me.
It's not gonna help.
Oh.
I'm real bad at wisdom. That's a 13.
So suddenly this huge creature starts to come up out of the water. Pythias, you see the terror in Telmoon's face, but you don't see what he's seeing as it looks like Perforos himself rises out of the water and stands over Telmoon and goes, "You are not worthy to travel with Tyroxes. He is my ultimate champion, and you are worthless." Tyroxes, you're up.
That'll be 40 points of emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Does he lose all his concentration?
I don't know. I almost feel like I need a roll for it.
Give me another wisdom. I mean, yeah, go ahead and give yourself a concentration check.
I still get a +4. Pythias.
Yep.
It's a 21.
Okay, so you should be good. I think.
And you take
in spirit.
You take 4 psychic damage, Telmoon.
Oh, and it hurts me physically. I see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Appo's gonna need the litter box.
My wisdom saves continue with an unnatural 1, and that's confirmed.
Ow. It's rough, buddy.
I know.
Damn, so he's still paralyzed. So we move from Tyroxes, who cannot move, who's dwelling on him, as we move to Pythias, right?
Yeah, Pythias is going to spring out of the water. I don't see anything standing there, right?
No, you don't.
Yeah, so I'm going to spring from the water, kind of like jump onto that outcropping of rock and bring the sword down on Tyroxes' head. Be like, sorry, big guy, gotta get this over with. Yeah, with a 22 to hit.
That'll do it.
Second level Divine Smite.
That'll do it.
Let me roll a lot of dice. So let's see. For the sword.
No matter how powerful you are, you can't beat the action economy.
So that's 12 slashing for the sword. And let us see. I need to do this 3 times. And 28 radiant.
All right, I'm down.
Oh, good.
Troxys can have a wisdom save from you as you get down.
Sure can. That's a 13.
Okay. So Troxys collapses.
So I've used my action for that, but I get a second attack.
Right. I take it slowly, Sim, right?
Finish.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
No? Okay.
His body's slowed, yeah.
Yeah, body's still. So he's like,
Yeah,
body's
okay.
hovering there. Doesn't breathe, so it's like body just kind of like collapses under the water. It's just like there, like. Okay.
I have another attack, but I think I've used all my movement to get there, so that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. So that ends Pythias. Apex, you are up, I believe.
Okay. So, looking over in Talmoon's direction, this roar bellowing out, and Talmoon, that completely misses.
The roar? Your roar
Mhm.
missed me?
Yep.
Oh, you tried to psychic dagger me, you punk.
Yeah.
I'm trying to process in my head.
What is happening?
Why you gotta say the spell you're doing?
And just stands there.
I mean, you can still move.
I know. I choose not to.
Why do you choose not to?
You can double his movement again.
No, you don't have to answer that. I'm
Wisdom save to exert your own will.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a 15 for my wisdom save.
Wow, so you're breaking the slow.
No,
Right, this-
not enough.
No?
I am a DC 16. It is Nikki is Fitz, who's a
Oh,
15.
wow.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. He is still stuck in that slow.
gotta roll a 17 for me, sir.
I burned all my 17s.
You did.
Apple, you're up. If I'm not mistaken, right? No. Apex fits the now.
It's
I am going to pull out the bow of Nylea, and I'm gonna drop my shoulders, take a deep breath in, and be like, "Come on, don't fail me now." And I'm gonna shoot one of the season arrows, and do the winter arrow and cast Ice Storm at Apex.
Wait,
And
what
I
I
don't-
need to do?
It is instantaneous. So it's
Oh,
a
shit.
20-foot cylinder.
Okay.
And you're going to take 2d8 bludgeoning and 4d6 cold damage. So let me
Is
just
there a
roll
save
that.
associated?
I don't think so. I mean, hold on, let me
Nice.
double check.
You don't have to shoot this arrow. It just automatically.
I'm shooting. It's a 300-foot range. Okay, so it's a range attack.
So it's a range attack. Still gotta hit. Yeah,
Okay.
gotta hit him.
Is that
I
disadvantage?
got so excited
And then
because
once it
it's in the
hits, then it-
spell. disadvantage.
Yes.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Oh, right. So now I'm gonna roll damage. Do you need me to separate out the different types?
No, you
Can I
don't.
add it all together?
You can add it all together.
Can I have a perception check from Pythias and I'll get it. I think advantage from Pythias and advantage from Leto because of his position. I may not share with you exactly what you're perceiving if you hit it right now, but I'll make that
10.
check. 10. Okay.
At 20 for 23.
Okay.
You're gonna take 26 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. This guy's not doing too bad.
And hailstones turn that storm's area, which is a 20-foot cylinder, into difficult terrain
Okay.
for 1 round. Although I think it's already difficult.
It is. Well, actually, my movement's just half, so
So now it's also very icy over there.
oof.
So this whole 20. So this is all like cold and frosty, even frostier water. I like it. Apple.
Don't get cold feet.
Is he within 30 feet of Apo?
He is.
Then I'm going to use all of my piety from Erebos and cast Bane on Apex Predator.
Okay.
So I need a charisma saving throw.
Does a 15 do it?
It does. Damn. Okay. And let's see what else can I do. Damn it. Yeah, okay. So I guess he'll just draw his bow for next action.
Okay. You done?
Yeah.
Everyone but Leto and Apex, I need to give me a strength saving throw as the waters start to violently whip out, almost like lashing at you. Like they start to move, almost like it's been turning into a wave pool, but they seem to be swirling around those of you that are not Apex or Taroxys at this moment. Strength save.
Is this by any chance a spell or magical effect?
It's technically not.
Okay, then
not a spell.
technically I got a 4.
Okay.
The 20 for me.
Yep. So 20, you're good. You're able to hold your
Me
own.
too.
Is Perfro still there?
Yes.
I choose to fail.
Okay. So the waters. So pretty much, if you fail, the waters are grabbing you and pulling you under the water, and like prone, like you're prone, and you feel the waters like rushing over you, like almost like they're pinning you. You're not grappled because you're quickly able to like start to fight against it, but you realize like the waters like literally grabbed you and pulled you down, proned you, and so yeah, you're just prone right now. So that is really the only effect. As we move to the top of the round to Leto.
Can Leto go down to that first jump from where he's at down to that first rock?
Yes. Before you do though, Leto, Before you about to look down, you look over your corner and you see something sticking out of the water on the other side of the rock there, like down over here. And it looks to be like a large shark-like fish. You can see the fin sticking out the top, and you can see the head cresting just through the top of the water. But like it's literally the size of a small whale or maybe a great white. And its head, though, when its head is peeking up, you see a red eye looking at you. Like you just see the eye and like almost like catfish-like tentacles, and then it closes and drops down and starts to disappear and starts to swim into the deeper waters away from you. Can I have an insight check?
Yeah, sure. I'm totally good at those. That's a really good roll for me. That's a straight 19.
And you hear those whispers, and you hear those "leave my lair," and it disappears into the dark areas of the water. Now you're back to your turn.
Well, fuck, that changes things.
Still take your turn however you want. It seems to be moving away. It's almost like it happened very quick. It was like you saw it, it dipped in the water, you heard the voice, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's now, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that changes things. Leto's going to. Oh, this is gonna be real fucking tricky. He would like to try and attempt go from that rock that he's on to the rock adjacent to him all the way on the other side.
That one?
Yeah.
Nice.
And for flavor, he will pull out this rod that he's been holding onto on the back of his armor and underneath his cloak, and in midair to help him get over there, he's going to click it. It's an immovable rod, just to have a platform to swing himself over.
Nice. So I'll give you advantage acrobatics, low DC to check as you do that with the removable rod. And then I imagine you're keeping the removable rod up once you get over to the other side, or?
Yeah, it's going to stay there till I get a chance to get it back.
Okay.
Advantage is dirty 30.
Shit. So yeah, I mean, you gracefully kind of leap across in this like very almost like movie stunt style as the rod slams down into the rock, pole vaulting you, I guess, over. You land, and now it's it stuck at an angle? Or is it like a bridge? What is it?
So if it's facing the camera, you wouldn't be able to see it. It's literally horizontal.
Okay.
Yeah, horizontal to the plane that he had to swing over. Kind of like a gymnastics.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Like a pole. Okay. All right. So he's over there. Anything else?
I'm going to hold an action, and if that eye pops up again, I'm throwing a dagger at it.
Okay.
I'm just looking for whatever that giant figure was in the water right now.
All right. Till Moon, you can feel Perforos like hand comes down and is like choking you under the water and like moving you. But it's your turn. What would you be trying to do?
Oh man, it's choking me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just going to grovel, but I guess I'm just going to die instead. Okay.
Can I have it?
I mean, I guess Telmoon is underwater contemplating life, just gripping onto his lifeline, which is his rapier, just trying to play through anything in his head what he could have done to lose the favor of his god.
Can I have
he's not gonna take it.
Can I have a? I would ask for an insight, but I want an investigation check. As you're feeling this thing, and as you know, as it's all happening, give me an investigation.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're all crap. They're all trash. All the eyes. I don't do good with none of those. We just going. Oh, that's a 14.
So you it's like almost like when you're about to like open your mouth and like let in water and literally drown, you realize you're holding your own throat and you splash out of the water and the image of Perforos is gone. And you realize it was some kind of magical illusion.
Huh. Okay. Well, then I will stop drowning myself.
Yeah, as he coughs, look, you see
As
Tomo
a
splash.
free action, hopefully I'll stop drowning myself and I'll stand up with half my movement. And I see Taroxys on the ground. I have a feeling I would have forgotten about Apex at this point. I'm not going to lie. I just got choked out by my god in my mind. So I'm going to just look around for whatever did that. And I'm going to hold an action to where if I see something aggressive towards me, I will cast a I'll cast a spell if somebody makes an aggressive action towards me.
Okay. Ramoon Taroxys is down, but I imagine you knocked him out, so he's not making death saves, right?
Right, yeah, I was not going for a killing blow.
That's what I thought. So I'm
sucks.
gonna assume you were going for. So he's just like stabilized, lying in the water, with slow on him. So then we where is he? Okay, so suddenly Taroxy's body begins to like writhe, like in the slow motion in the water, and you can see Pythias and Apo. Can I have an advantage insight check? And he lets out this like under the water.
11.
Okay.
Ooh, 16.
Apo, you know whatever was controlling Apo is now using the last moments as that power dissipates to try to drain life from him. He takes one death save. He takes a failure. He is now dying.
Damn. I do.
You can just tell by the way the body's moving. It's like something's trying to shut him down. It's like he's being electrocuted in the water. His horns are splashing around. His neck is writhing. The bronze muscles are getting really tense.
So can I lift them up and then use Cure Wounds?
Well, actually, it's not your turn, so I just wanted. That's just what you
Okay,
noticed.
so that's what. Oh, so that's what. Okay.
So who's actually up? So
Okay.
Toxic. So then it should be. So it should be Pythias.
Pythias.
It's a really tough decision because I don't know what's going on with him.
So I can tell him, right, that what I know.
Yeah, you can like.
Yeah, so
that's fine, but he's dying, you know.
Pythias, he's dying. He's having his life force drained from him.
Shit. Then I'm going to kneel down, still kind of wary. If you'll permit it, Mal, object interaction, just move the hammer aside
That's fine.
and lay on hands.
Yeah.
So 20 points, Taroxys.
Right. As Taroxys kind of wakes up, Taroxys, you don't know what happened, how much time. You don't remember any of the stuff that's been going on, but you do wake up, and you're Taroxys. Confused, under the water, laying on your back, hammer not in your hand. A minute ago, you were just kind of sitting there meditative, and then now here's where you are. But Taroxys is up.
As your eyes open, you just see Pythias with his hand on your chest, looking in your eyes like, are we good?
he sits up. All right. Apex.
And while being slowed and being frozen in this pool of water, you see that he kind of crouches down and does this leaping pounce.
Apex, I'm sorry, before you do that, how many times have you been hit? Because I know every time you got hit, I should have made you make.
I got hit like a solid 3 times. Like Talmoon gave me that.
The first time I made you
heat
check and you
fits.
failed, right?
Yeah.
So give me 2 more before you do this.
Nat 20.
Oh shit! Okay, give me another one.
And a 17.
Okay. There are 2 successes on you, and now you continue with whatever you're gonna do. But that's way better. That's way better than what it was before. So basically you're starting to fight through this very strong level of charm. It's not a normal charm. It's like you're like 3 levels deep in this thing, and you're slowly starting to come out of it. And now you're starting to recognize that you're about to harm one of your party members. It's almost like you're a passenger in your own body. What is it? The action that you still have to do the action that you were going to commit to. What is it?
Yeah. And pouncing forward towards Fitz in this rush. He only has 20 feet of movement.
Yep, that gets him. I mean, he steps right outside of it.
And with claws out and continuing to hold Fitz under the water. He's going to grapple you. So acrobatics or athletics.
At disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Hey, talk about fucking brutal.
Yeah.
My first one's a natural 20.
Oh.
Nice. That might be enough.
My next one's a 6.
I
Acrobatics is a or athletics. Acrobatics is a +3, so 9.
Yeah, that's a 19.
All right.
Glug 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 glug.
So Fitz is being drowned, which you've got some minutes, right? Your con mod. So there's time as he's kind of shaking her. But she's got some time on her hands as she's trying to hold her breath.
My plus
now here's the
one?
thing: is
Just
with
18
this,
more rounds, man. You're good.
Yeah,
You can
so
drown her.
that's the thing. Because of that and the way that works, that's no fun. There's no suspense there. Fitz can have a survival check. This isn't a normal holding my breath situation. This is someone actively trying to. All right. So I'm gonna roll because of the one. I'm gonna decide the dice. I'm gonna roll. All right.
Yeah, and the water's extra stank, so.
Yep. 1 round. Somebody.
I'm sorry. She gets 1 round of life left.
Maybe. She's about to like open her mouth. She's got a round before she can't hold her breath anymore.
Yeah,
because he's actively squeezing this little satyr. It's not like she's like swimming through the water trying to hold her breath. He is actively trying
Nikki's
to
mom.
kill her.
I'm sorry.
D&D was rough, man.
All right, so you are grappled, but now Fitz, you're up. You can try to get free in the most epic manner that you could.
That would just be an action to try and break?
If you're trying to use your action to break free, you would have to use your strength, right? Or you can disadvantage, or you can just try to attack him, but that's going to be a disadvantage. I mean, everything's going to be a disadvantage with him right now. But yeah, or you can try to acrobatics.
It's acrobatics, athletics to break out of it, or you can try to smack him.
Yeah.
Am I also hallucinating, or is it just because I failed that save? I was already under the water.
The water wasn't a
he started
hallucination.
drowning me.
The water actually grabbed everybody. It like manipulated and moved.
There wasn't anything else
was
happening
seeing an
there?
illusion. Yeah, that everyone saw that water grab them and move that way.
Okay, I was not prepared to be drowned.
There.
And I can't really cast a spell or anything because I'm being drowned.
You can't speak.
Oh.
Unless it's like just if it's hand movements, then I'll allow it. If it's just somatic, I mean, if it's just
no, I think I'm just gonna flail about wildly and attempt to
acrobatics,
do that self-defense thing. Like, I don't know if anybody else knows this, but when you're being choked by a person, you come up and then you break it like this because they can't. It's harder to hold your hands. So you guys learn something. All right. So I'm gonna try from underwater to do the self-defense thing, but I'm also kicking and flailing.
Hooves out, horns, everything. All
Every limb, my tail's wagging, my ears are twitching. Everything's moving. Okay.
Apex, I take it you're doing athletics.
Yep.
This would be a bad time to faint.
I know.
What's your minimum roll, Apex? A 13, something like that.
So I rolled a 3 on the dice. So
Plus 11 plus a d6.
So that means that's a 20.
Yeah.
What? This isn't at disadvantage, right? Or is it? Does this count as an attack?
It's a disadvantage because you're prone.
There's no getting out of this shit.
Yeah, you're better off throwing your dagger at disadvantage.
I rolled 2 19s in a row, you guys.
Oh.
Plus what? I'm so sorry.
Acrobatics.
No, that'll do it, right?
Plus 3.
That's 22. That's enough.
Oh shit! So
Self-defense success.
it's that guy that you see on Instagram that like does the defense moves for the gun against your head. Somehow like Fitz does this shit, and Apex is like, my arms, my giant Popeye arms somehow.
Kick him in the groin.
Yeah.
So this is
I gotta imagine one of those hooves hits those
You gotta
Leon
break the
intestines
wrist and
it's
walk
like,
away.
"Oh." You are free, Fitz, and you are able to stand up 15 feet of your movement, getting you out of the water, and you can try to move too as well.
Can I bonus action unsettling words? And I want to give Apex Predator the talking to of a lifetime. Young man, I was so dang nice to you. I was going to make you a custom badge. I can't believe you did this to me. I've been so kind. You are the worst kind of person. You just dropped a lot of points in my book, mister. The whole time, like, stomping a foot. And let me roll a d8. You have to subtract 4 from your next saving throw.
Okay.
That
Hopefully
probably
it's
isn't
the
as
one
helpful
against
as
me
I
and
thought
not
it
the
was.
one against the apple.
Nice.
Yeah. Someone make him take a saving throw.
All right, so Fitz is done, so that leaves Apple.
He's going to dash behind Apex and swing that mace. I mean, he can take it. He's family. That is 19.
Did you roll at disadvantage?
17.
That'll hit.
What's the little blunt force trauma between family?
Yeah, exactly. All right, and that's going to be 1d6. Ooh, that is 9 for the first hit. And
Okay.
then take your pick, 18 or 19.
Yep.
So, and that's going to be another 8 on top of that.
That's just enough to put me down.
Dang, put you
As
down.
Fitz is giving me the stern talking a lifetime, and then just Apo comes from behind.
He's like growling at Fitz, and then boom, and he just.
And just for
his
flavor,
knees.
not to drown him, but Apple will put his foot on his chest.
What are y'all doing? It's over.
What the heck was that?
I'm looking for the fish.
Do you say anything about looking for
Yeah,
the fish?
you tell us.
Nope, because I don't know shit's
Apex
going on
starts
down
to
there.
writhe in pain and takes one death save. I mean, one fail. As his tongue is stuck between his teeth. As he's like, looks like he's having a seizure in the water.
Who is this?
Apex.
Oh. Yeah,
He's
serves
drowning.
you right.
Oh my god!
This is fine.
Drowning now.
6, 5, 4, 3,
About to
Look
die.
at me, I can't do nothing.
2,
I
I'll
don't do
use
shit.
lay on hands.
1.
I'll use
Yeah,
lay
he's
on
about to take
hands.
another. So you
At least let him take 2.
Yeah. I mean, cure wounds.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was like, Apple, you took paladin level now.
You get
Just for
3.
this situation.
You get 4.
4.
As he wakes up and comes back, and you hear those whispers leaving you both, Apex and Taroxys. You have the feeling whatever you connected with, the moment it had control of you, it knew everything about you. Because it knew everything about you, it knew how to use it against your friends. Taroxys knew, knowing your memories, it knew how to hurt Telmoon the most. But now it seems to be gone. The foul smell of the water has decreased a bit, but it's still kind of sticky and slimy. And everything seems to be fine, at least here for now.
Apple will actually help Apex Predator up like a baby from the armpits and
Just coughing up the water that he took in.
Whatever that thing was, it needs to die.
You, Pythias sheathes the sword, turns and respectfully hands the hammer to Taroxys. What was that?
I don't know. We were standing 1 minute, and then I woke up on the ground, so... You tell me.
Oh, I'll
not
drop slow. I'll
drowning,
drop slow on my friends. They can move.
I don't know that it's going to help, but divine sense, any celestial undead or fiend in the area?
Okay. As you do this, no
It was like I was a
celestial, no
spectator.
fiend, no undead.
To my own show. It was weird.
Just nothing but solid disapproval.
Apple's just gonna look at Fitz and whisper like, "I told you we should have killed him earlier."
Honestly, I'm gonna listen to you more from now on.
I know things often.
I was so nice to that guy.
Did
It's kind of-
anyone see anything?
He even gave me an autograph.
Don't.
We didn't
Taroxys
see
seems to be
anything
very
down here.
confused right now.
How deep's the water back there, Mal?
You just know it gets deeper. Like when Pythias went over there, he got down. It's almost like you're starting to walk down. And then no one's really explored it, but it definitely goes from waist high and immediately starts to descend. It even looks darker as it descends off into that hall. And if you know how just to kind of set the scene on the room, you're in that large cavern room with the three pillars coming out of it, and then heading down that direction the way I'm pointing. Unlike, I know that for background there's like a wall of rock, but there's really not. More so, it's more around the sides of the room, and back there it's just darkness. The cavern goes deeper. It seems to descend into from where you can see, it just goes into a wider, maybe open lake, maybe of cavern water that is less. In this room you've got those little pieces of the gemstones that have that fluorescent glow. Everything down that way, it just gets pitch black dark.
Well, in the background, you all just hear before you hear a giant splash, because I have to retrieve my rod. There's only one way to doing it.
And then back behind you, of course, is the way you came, takes you into the hall, which is, you can go back to where you met Polymos, or you can go forward into another cavernous hallway where you had to swim through there. Yep. Fitz is the map maker, so.
I think.
And
With all
Telman
of
would be
that.
shaking with fury, and he would walk up to Roxy's. It dies today.
Yeah, whatever it is, we're gonna kill it.
The giant said there was a fish thing.
Yeah, it's a fish.
Oh, good to know.
Big one.
Apple.
Wait, how big?
Shark size ish. Red eye. Whiskers. Nothing like I've seen before.
I'll take a disadvantaged history check from everyone.
Yeah, makes sense.
Nat 20?
Actually,
Nat 10.
that's a 0.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll take a Pythias. I'll take a regular check from you. So whatever your highest check.
Okay.
I'll treat you as an advantage. You'll take the higher because there's more likely you maybe heard something more about this thing.
What's a 3
11?
still?
Okay.
Dirty 20. 2 18s. See, that's what happens when you don't get all dumb there, Jason. Smart boy comes and helps.
Maybe since you've been in, you've been around Theros, Leto, and you've talked to not only a lot of people, but you've also communed with many spirits who've seen a lot of things. You have heard of these creatures who are primordial, who may have come before the gods and who spawned from the Nyx and who were enslavers. They go by different names, but based on maybe a story or maybe a tale or a song that you've heard in your past, this thing with that whole eye thing, maybe it's known as the Aboleth in Aboleth. It makes sense. It from the stories, it's able to control people. It's able to change the waters around it. It's able to feed off those that it kind of zombifies. But it looks like a fish, but it is extremely intelligent. Lives in the deep, and that's all you really get from that. But if that's what this thing is, is it worth going after? And that's up to you to share with your party. And you're welcome to say you just shared all that, but yeah.
So like half the shit that thing said before hell broke loose was kind of right. Old fishing wise tales and kind of like, someone in a bar said like, hey, I've survived a Kraken encounter. And it's like, bullshit. Just drink your drink, get the hell out. This thing is on par with it, kind of like age-wise, I guess. I don't know. You hear tales from drunk fishermen all the time.
You've heard tales that they don't even die, that when they die that they're essentially immortal, or that they eventually come back, or that's at least what some fishermen say, or those who've seen them.
So if you guys are dead set on killing that thing, good luck, because it doesn't die.
Insight check from Tyroxes and Apo.
Apo or Apex?
Apodexis.
Well,
I know that would seem that I would, but the reason I'm asking is for a different reason, is because Apo 12 from Tyroxes. Okay, I'll explain why I'm asking.
17.
Okay. So far, this creature that you've encountered, if it is if Leto is onto something, if it was around and he saw it, it didn't make a hissing sound. So you wonder, is it the same creature? You're definitely in a cave and there are multiple creatures. Is this the creature you came to kill?
do fish hiss often? Is that what they do?
Not generally.
Because we're still looking for something that hisses. And unless this aboleth hisses, then what we're here for is still around somewhere. Do you think the giant hisses? Is that what we're looking for?
Giants seem real nice.
It's probably the dragon dog.
Okay. That's
could
what we
ask-
need to
True.
kill then.
I could ask the giant guy if he knows of something that hisses. We didn't really talk to him much.
You know where he resides. He stays in that little perch in the room.
He's probably further than 120 feet.
Let me look. Let me see. Give me a second here. I'll confirm that with you.
It's probably a solid foot of stone between us and him.
It is a solid foot of... Yes, unless it can go through the stone, yes. If it's...
Message can go around corners as long as it's not.
Yeah, so if they go around corners...
His
that
spell
would be-
it goes through solid objects if you're familiar with the target.
Okay. I'll let you send message to Polymos.
Howdy, Polymos! It's me, Fitz. You met me and my friends earlier. We're looking for your dog. Just wondering if you know of anything that hisses. I didn't count that at all.
The message that comes. What sorcery is this? Where are you at?
Hi! You met us earlier. We're friendly. Do you know of anything that hisses?
Yes.
In here.
No, I don't know anything that hisses. But I want to find my dog. But I'm scared of the evil fish that lives in the direction you are going. And that's probably past what the messenger, but he starts to talk about that. He said he's scared of the fish that's in that direction.
Guys, he's really freaked out about this fish thing.
He you asked him if it hisses. Let me see some. Let me make a roll. A check. He responds, I have heard hisses. They come from deeper within the cavern.
Okay. So, you guys. Great news. He's heard of some hissing. Moderately less great news. It's like further deep in. So maybe it's like the mega boss and this fish thing's just the mini boss. You know, those card games that are like with the bosses? No? Is that just like a living in a painting thing?
Fine. They both die today.
Okay. And right now you have multiple paths through here. You have that hall outside of the room. And then you have this dark cavern that, kind of goes north here in the cavern.
I was definitely going to ask which direction is deeper, because there's multiple directions for deeper.
Yeah. So tell me if Fitz can orient us to what she knows, then I can tell you where your options are.
So, when I was drawing this map, and please ignore the fact that I spelled fluorescent wrong.
That's your fault.
I don't know. So we're in this room here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the cavern. I don't know if this room that is where the ground drops off.
That's a hall. So think of both of those rooms as above those rooms continue deeper.
Okay.
The room you're in is the one with the 3 pillars, and it has a section that continues deeper, and you haven't really checked it out. And then you entered this room from the right. So you entered into this room to the right. So if you go back to the hall, you're in that grand cavern hall that starts to get smaller. This room that you're in, continuing north, kind of expands outward. So you got kind of like 2 parallel paths, it looks like. Unless you double back to Polymos or you just continue to search this room or try to get more gems. I don't know what else there might be to do, but that's kind of the path I think that you see based on what you...
Do we have any way of knowing which way to go? I'm not really skilled in that kind of thing, you guys.
And clearly the water this way is slimy, and for those wanting to kill this creature, it is likely you are heading towards where it might be, right? Like, whereas maybe going the other way, maybe there's a chance that you avoid this creature altogether.
Fish is here. We should go deeper.
So some people, it sounds like people want blood. You guys
I don't
sound
care
like
what we
the
do
bronze
first.
sharks.
This fish is dying.
Are they taking another rest? Are they? I mean, I'm sure it's.
I mean, yeah, Teltamu will stalk back and forth for an hour while you guys rest.
I'll take it if it's offered.
I'll help stand guard because I don't think I stand to get anything from a
Will
rest.
they rest in this room? Will they rest somewhere else? Will they?
Don't rest in the water, at least.
Yeah, that's
Gosh.
true. It's probably bad.
I
to
mean,
just
nothing
sulk.
went wrong last time we rested in this room.
I
love
imagine
that
that you guys
fact
climbed
again,
out
Kevin.
and sat on those perches before you got back out into the water, and then that's when Taraki's gonna start acting crazy. I doubt you would just like kick it for an hour waiting in water, but
Oh,
you know.
yeah, we were definitely on dry.
Yeah.
Except
the
for
water
Pythias.
was
Pythias might
clean,
have been
yeah,
in
it
the
would
water.
be fine. But
Yeah, no, yeah, Pythias is fine, of course. It's actually kind of probably a nice change for him, right? You guys are all like shivering, and he's like backstroking, yes.
well, not complaining, but Fitz made the water extra cold.
Yeah.
And a little spiky.
So we're gonna kick it on some rocks for a while.
Are we choosing the short rest here again?
Do we wanna... Who's good at looking for things? I'm not that great at it, but I don't really want to hang out around Apex right now. So if someone wants to follow me over there and check shit out, that's where I'm going.
I
just
can't really
stomp
see
away.
too far past this. So maybe not me.
Don't you always cast light on your horns or something?
Yes, that's what I'm pointing at. I can't see past. I mean, I can see a little bit, but
I'm not great at looking for stuff, but I don't want you to go alone.
That's very nice.
What are you looking for?
I just want to figure out which way to go. And I thought maybe we could like peek around some corners and see if there's like, I don't know, watery footprints of some kind. I told you I'm not great at looking for things.
I think the fish swam.
Yeah,
I generally
yeah,
do.
I think you're right.
That's
Well-
what's up.
Well,
I'm going over here anyway.
just so you know, the fish with the red eye went through that and points towards the
That's just-
cavern.
I just want to see what the other option looks like.
and
The
s-
place
oh,
where the fish
other
didn't go.
didn't go. Got it. And so I've rolled, and it looks like a good hour goes by, so you can use this moment to restore yourselves, take a short rest. We'll also take a quick bathroom 5-minute break here. We'll come back and see where they go from here. It sounds like I don't know if the ones I've heard are speaking for the party, but it sounds like Fish dies, Taraxis and Telmoon are intended on fishing. But
That
I don't know.
dude summoned my god and told me I was worthless. If I have to go after him myself, he's dying.
You're the one that fell for it.
Hey, oh, bro. You're still on probation, human.
I am not, sir. The newest guy literally just attacked the entire squad.
He's
I was
not a
like,
human. You're still on probation token human.
Still on probation.
Making Apex choke a new fan. That's not.
That was
that's not
awful.
good.
I'm so
literally
man.
drowning her.
You're really gonna have to rehabilitate your reputation.
But to be honest, I see what you did there. It was good narratively, and it also was better than him just pummeling you with.
It was
attacks.
actually our plan. It was originally our plan to do that to Apex. Like we were going to
Yeah.
old person him and then drown him under the
Ah.
water. But
So it was good.
Oh,
he decided to chase me.
That was
instead,
entertaining.
which
That
was-
was a good time. Like I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, you guys are
yeah.
good little fight. Like
They failed the perfect things that we needed them to fail. It was a perfect storm to
I am
help us
so
out.
glad that I rolled so low there.
yeah.
Because you rolled so high against all of Mal's checks, you just failed all of mine, which was
Yeah.
super scary.
The only one I
Instead of-
didn't fail was your big one, which was the lance.
Yeah, which is good because we don't want you dead. but you ended up going to 0 hit points anyway. I rolled so high, dude. I rolled 3 5s and a 6, and you halved it, and I was in pain in my heart.
Oh, you're in pain? Dude, before Teroxys went down, I pre-rolled like you normally do, and I
Yeah.
rolled 3 6s, a 4, and a 5.
I heard 19. And I was like, did you even sneak attack?
Yeah, I did do sneak attack since Appa was right
Yeah.
there. I rolled
Yeah.
bad on that first one.
I mean,
But I
at
was
least
like,
you didn't. At least you didn't roll 10 damage on double crit.
That's true. That's true. Of course, I never will get double crit because I don't plan on being that close to anyone.
No.
I'm fine too. That last short rest put me at max HP, so
Yeah. Dude, does your lightning star thing, does that hurt people?
No, it just gives them disadvantage when they
Just
attack,
on all attacks.
on all attacks.
Yeah. So you changed my whole strategy because I was going to be even more brutal. So I was going to use my quicken spell, whatever, to booming blade you too. But I was like, I don't know if I want to get close to all that star or not.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of shenanigans that is. Nick might have homebrewed some bullshit.
It's not homebrew, it's the Theros like feats thing, like the additional thing that you can take.
Yeah. Yeah. But I wasn't planning on attacking you much.
As you shouldn't. That went
Saving
really
throws.
well. That went really well.
Good. I'm glad our 3-hour strategy meeting last night worked.
no shit. We're like, we have like if slow is the key point. If slow doesn't go off, we're just fucked.
Yeah. I was calculating it out. I'm like, it's a 64% chance that you guys both fail this. Is that high enough?
So the only reason why I went between them is because I have absorb elements. So if he would have hit me with the fire, I've got Horde Breaker.
Yeah, the problem is if Apex decided to be like, screw you, nephew, he
Right.
would have just drowned you and put you on the ground, and then Teroxys would have started pounding it on you.
It's fine.
But yeah, part of the key of using the slow was to get rid of Teroxys' Cloud Burn. So that's what really scared us.
And
Like, if
that
any of
worked.
us landed a big hit,
Yeah, dude.
that was getting redirected right back at us.
Yeah.
I figured that raging wouldn't do too much because a lot of your damage isn't physical.
Yeah. Yeah, I ended up not stabbing you at all anyway.
I mean, it doesn't help that like even with slow on your ass, you're like 50 feet. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I deliberately counted the feet away from him, and I was like, yeah, it's a good enough starting point just to make sure you couldn't get in base of the
Sure.
round one.
That was what the buff was for. Like, I'll just use this so I can get right there.
Oh, man.
that shit. Oh my god.
Because I was gonna booming blade you round one too, but then I was like, you haven't done anything. I'm
Yeah.
going before you, so it'd be weird if I just stabbed you out of nowhere.
That's why I didn't attack. I was just like, I don't know what's going on. What the fuck going on?
But when the big dudes start breathing all heavy and slobbering and all that, it's like y'all need to calm down. So I metagamed the casting of the slow
Take a chill
a little
pill.
bit, but I don't feel like that was too big of a reach. I
That
think
wasn't.
casting slow and backing up to the wall was
good.
safety mechanism.
We really better go try and fight an aboleth.
You
It's
know I can't not try to
Because
kill
it's
this.
gonna be underwater.
I can't not try to kill this thing. I don't have a choice.
I do. Just pray a little bit. Be like, yo, I know that wasn't you. Please forgive me. And be gone.
Have you heard from Perforos? Do you know his answer's gonna be? Go get
No.
it if you want to prove you're worthy. I don't know if you've been here for the rest of the campaign, but Perforos likes to watch us suffer. It's kind of his thing. Him and Irois, they like to be.
I don't know,
like-
man. historically, Perforos really just does not give a fuck.
Yeah, but the way
Even-
Mal plays
even-
them,
Even his champions, he's constantly looking for new ones because it's always creating something new that he's looking for.
yeah.
So
So that way,
like
if the Dabalith beats us, then that could be the new champion.
an Aboleth, oh, you're wanting the world to die.
But if we win, then we are still champions for now. We always
I'm
have to
just saying
defend our title.
It's gonna be an underwater fight, most likely.
Fine. I can fight underwater.
Can
I
you?
can't. I cannot.
Yeah,
I really
none of
can't.
us can.
As long as I'm treading water,
Pythias
I
can.
can.
That's the only
As long as I'm treading water, I can cast spells.
We're going further in, so there may not be a bubble for treading.
I mean, yeah, Toroxys and I don't need to breathe, but does that mean we can fight underwater like that?
With the spear, you can. What other weapons let you fight underwater?
Spear and trident.
Tridents,
Nets.
You have a net.
Short sword.
Crossbows?
So
Yeah,
anything
Pythias-
else-
Yeah, I've got
Pythias can fight with anything that's not a bow.
mace, sickle, and claws.
The claws would be fine.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm just gonna do some underwater wrestling.
I can lend you, because I do in fact have a net and javelins, which I think javelins should work.
Correct. Yes.
they only go 20 feet.
They do only go 30
Oh.
feet.
Can you use them as a melee weapon?
You can.
Yeah.
You can. Yeah. But guys, we were also talking about, have we properly distributed, are we using all of our magic items
No, we're not.
in the party?
No, not even close.
Yeah.
What?
It fits. Instead of
Fits.
wandering, can you stop hoarding all the magic items and
What
can we see
magic
the bag of
items am
holding?
I hoarding?
This group still has bracers of defense and bracers of archery.
I think
Mhm.
I'm wearing the bracers of archery, I thought.
That's
Who has
fine.
the
So who's
bracers
wearing the
of
braces of
defense?
defense?
The only barbarian.
We
Yeah,
also
so
have
I'm saying-
two. We also have 2 potions of water breathing.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
unless-
different.
Unless Apex is rocking armor, which I don't think.
Isn't.
Yeah.
He's the only
Then,
one that can use them.
then we should put the braces on Apex. Well, I mean, it was
Uh,
that, or I kill both
He's
him
not
and
getting
Taraxes.
any equipment
and
from me right now.
I become the new champion. I change my devoted weapon to the hammer, and I become the new champion of Perforos after killing you. And Taraxes was part of the
Could,
plan
could you
last night.
lift that hammer? at
I
this point?
attack with charisma. I am so sexy that the hammer lifts for me.
His ego is so big that the
He-
hammer has no match.
His ego is so big he actually sunk islands of Theros.
I smile,
Uh,
and the little gleam happens, and the hammer lifts for me.
there should be a magical shield with Proxenos.
Yeah, we did not bury Proxenos, so we did not bury the shield. So somebody should have picked that up.
Yeah.
That's no longer your pillow. You don't need pillows when you're dead.
I mean, Pythias use a shield, right?
I do.
He's the only one.
Yes.
So you could
Well,
have.
I also use a shield, but I use my family shield, so that's different. I don't want your stupid shield.
Because that shield's isn't it like a +1? No, it's a.
Yeah. And somebody besides Taraxes should be carrying our spear, because that's Taraxes' third weapon. So maybe somebody who might use it more often to Taraxes should be carrying that.
That'd have to be
Anybody
Apo.
that can wield a spear.
I
Apo,
mean,
maybe. Or our barbarian, one or the other. Just
barbarian won't
somebody
be,
who
isn't using weapons.
Yeah.
I can use a spear.
will make it into a trident, I promise.
And then he's like, fuck this. Nope.
Only if
I'll attack with the other end.
If
Just use it with
Leto
one
dies,
spear.
I'm making a trident that uses strictly tridents. Perpetuate the stereotype.
He picks it up. It turns into a trident. He's like,
Yeah.
Bullshit.
drops it. You are the chosen one. No.
Oh. Oh man.
Yeah, so maybe Pythias or Apo should be picking up that spear so that we can be more useful as a group. So braces of defense to Apex
If you can
and
convince.
spear. If we can convince Fitz to give it up. And spear to Pythias and Apo, figure it out between the two of you.
I mean, theoretically, I could
Oh.
rock the bracers. I would just have to take off my armor. My AC wouldn't change though.
Yeah, so that's just cosmetic. We should give it to
Yeah.
someone who it helps. It'd be the same thing for me.
she
I would
ain't
have
gonna-
to drop my shield. Which
She's not gonna
means
give
the
it to
same
the
thing.
person that just tried to drown her. Okay, not happening.
If we're eventually circling back and I'm looting Proxenos, then probably Apo should take the spear.
And
No, we
take
can
the
kind of
shield.
distribute things.
Okay.
There's a +1, and you get resistance to fire.
You're
I'm
going
here, I'm
back.
just
You're
gonna
going
be
back
off
to the
screen.
camp.
Not right now.
Okay,
No,
got it.
but we don't need to go back to the camp to get the spear. Taroxys has it.
All right.
Taroxys is here. Josh ran away.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm just shooting off screen.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Right, you do carry the spear still, right?
I think so. I just don't have it marked in my inventory because I forget
Yeah,
the specifics.
Because you have 2 other weapons that are better. Yeah.
I have
It's just
3
a spear
better weapons.
+1.
Yeah.
That gives you
Was it-
resistance to fire.
Okay, so is that what I'm adding? The spear plus, and it's +1.
Go ahead.
Okay.
And you have.
Yeah, just add a
resistance to
regular
fire.
+1 spear, and then add resistance to fire in your defenses. And you'll be fine.
All right. How you
If
guys
you want it to
feeling?
be a fancy spear, we can make that for you later, but not right now.
Yeah, it's
And can we get this man that maul of warning? Pythias needs a magic weapon badly.
No, I need it.
Yeah, no, we're
You
not.
can keep it.
yeah,
I'm not
we
using
will
a
make-
two-handed weapon.
Yeah, no, we have decided that Pythias wants armor, but I was talking to him and I was like, I don't know if Taroxys and Telmum specialize in armor. We build things to kill. We might be able to make armor. Who knows?
And it's spiked armor.
Yes. Are you willing to have Trident Gauntlet?
Trident Gauntlet?
Yes.
Turn him into Wolverine or
Maybe.
something.
It would be
No.
Wolverine, yeah.
Oh my god, you guys make spiked armor for like Apex and I, then we come out like Armor King from freaking Tekken.
Oh God.
Just weld armor to Apo. Just weld spikes.
Some pinstriping on there. Will be good.
Stay
Made
still.
in Theros.
Yeah, just equip it with the stats for Battle Rager armor, and you basically got a template right there.
Yeah.
All right. So, hour goes by. Some of you are starting to feel a little bit better. Some getting, reacclimated, getting your sore muscles, getting kind of pushing through the pain. This isn't definitely resting at an inn. Every hour down here is kind of miserable unless you're Pythias. How do we continue?
So what's over here?
I love that background. That's actually one of the backgrounds that I used for this cave. Like when I first was looking at one of the 2 that I have here. Good one. I like it, Nick. And so you're looking, when you said what's over here,
So
you
there's
going-
there's two pathways from what I'm understanding here.
Uh-huh.
One that's like slimy
yes,
and leads to the shark red eye fish,
possibly.
Potentially.
possibly. And then there's another one.
It's the hall that you came into this room from. So you double back, you went back that way.
Oh,
Or
that's not what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I went into that other room that's on like the left instead of the right,
Yes.
that also continues?
Yes, they both continue.
Okay.
So it's like think of it as like the
scout-
main hall, and from that main hall you broke off and met Polymos, and then another from the break off you found this room, and
Okay.
and then from that room it goes up, so they would both kind of be parallel to each other. You'd be going
Okay.
back to that room.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay.
I don't want to be near him right now. Just stomp away.
Apex looks over to you, Appo.
That fish is going down.
It already is down. You understand that, right?
Further down.
Oh, okay.
Fitz, you are in this grand hall, and now as you're kind of like get out there and look around, wading in the water, you start to feel your little hooves starting to lose. The gravel begins to get looser and looser and deeper. Anything you say kind of echoes here. Stalagmites dripping water from the ceiling. Deathly quiet.
If I notice there's an echo, I'm gonna go, Marco.
There is no response here.
I turn around to see if anyone came with me.
You look as you're like kind of waiting there by yourself. I imagine like little Newt and aliens. You're just like in that dark water, and it's just no one's
As I
around.
hear the echo of Marco reach back to the cavern, you get a message in your head that just says no.
She's so nice. What do you mean?
Please don't follow Marco right now.
Well, I don't know. No one's here to stop me.
And all of you hear this hissing roar that comes, and you're suddenly that jarring. It like shuts off whatever Telmun is telling your mind is doing, and you hear like bats like flutter away around you as something deeper within the cavern, the direction you go, like kind of roars out.
And we can hear that too.
And you guys get the fainter, but yes, you guys hear it as well.
So can we do a check?
I pass out.
Oh God!
Do you start drowning?
You would drown, so I'm gonna say you. Did you roll for that?
I rolled a nat 1.
Okay.
Oh
so
no!
When you pass out, there's a chance you wake your body wakes up. So give me a con save.
Okay.
So here's what else, and I need an insight check from you.
Nat 1.
Oh, tell Moon, I need an insight check from you. Or
Fitz. Nice.
Did you follow Marco? Insight check, please. Here, let's see if I can do the shake and see if that'll help. Oh, a 16.
Okay. There's
I don't
no
know what-
response
no.
from Fitz.
Fuck. I think she's chasing Marco. Guys, go.
Oh God!
Apex
Roxy's runs off the
dashes
way
as
she
fast
went.
as possible over.
Apple
Where
also.
Swimming.
Fitz went.
So you guys are trying to get to Fitz, and it's like the water gets kind of murky as you're kind of splashing around. And as you round the corner, you just see black water. And Fitz, describe what you wear on a normal basis, like down to like earrings, things like little things on your body.
Feel like every marketplace that we went to, she probably got like a bangle bracelet or something.
Yeah.
She has like a really complicated Grecian, like light blue wrap top around her top. She always wears her Bronze Bullies vest with all the badges on it. Furry legs, so there's not really much need for like pants or anything. Dark brown fur, big puffy, like super tight curly black hair, and little tiny horns.
All you see is one of the badges floating there in the water.
running over to the floating badge.
Tomun will recast message from here. Fitz? No response, I'm assuming.
No response. Can I
And
have...
Pythias was, since the water's
Can I have
deep enough,
perception check from you all?
I would have been, instead of waiting, I would be fully submerged, swimming, if that makes a
Okay.
difference.
So 16.
6.
1.
What were you saying, Pythias, again? Sorry, so I can make sure I heard you.
Oh, I was just saying, as we were pursuing, I wasn't waiting. I was fully swimming
kind
under
of
the
swimming.
water.
Got it. So give me a advantaged investigation check, Pythias.
Actually rolling high with something in intelligence. 18 minus 1, 17.
Okay, so when you catch up to the pin, as you swim under the water, you grab the pin off the surface, and then about 15 feet away, you find a bronze Bullies flag, like on the bottom of the sediment, on the like kind of floating downward, and you have a feeling like you've picked up a direction that she's gone. She's definitely moved quickly within the matter of time that
She does,
Telmoon
her day job is fashion
lost
design
her
and stuff.
tracking. So I imagine you're able to quickly
for
report
all these
that, like
different
splash
events.
up out of the water and tell everyone,
Yeah,
like, kind
and
of
then
this
she
way.
gets
As you know,
This is
I don't.
the
Do you guys all kind of follow?
what she's talking about.
As a
Pythias?
callback,
Yeah.
I emerge and go polo and like point in that direction.
So I'm going to swim for it.
As you swim, this kind of changes things definitely a lot.
Oh, you mean Fitz getting abducted? Yeah.
By the roar.
Oh,
the
that's one way
hissy
to pick
roar.
a direction.
It's fine.
We went from an obelisk to whatever this is now.
And so, what you find is you swim over to the side of the cavern wall, and there's a crevice or like an opening or parting there that Pythias is able to swim through, and you all are able to kind of make your way through. As you come through the other side, you find yourself in a smaller cavernous space. It's still very dark. What are you all still using? Telmoon, is it the horn that's still kind of
Yep,
lit?
Telmoon's still
lighting
still
away.
lit.
And kind of on actually perched in the middle is this this mound of rock rising out of the water. There you see a dog, a little blue, the size of a dog, but it looks like a dragon-like creature, and it's kind of moving, dragging Fitz's body, and like leaning it up against, and then it looks like it's, can't tell if it's like biting her face, kind of like nipping at her face. What do you do?
Kill it instantly.
Appo's gonna dive to the water and try
One
and go
second here. Role
into
play
it.
amongst yourselves. I need to get something.
We grab the dog and we press it under. We hold it under the water.
The
Yeah,
fuck?
Taraktu follows Tillman's lead and just starts running at it. This is
This is a Marley situation, guys. I'm sorry. The dog's got to go.
All right, new character for me because y'all are just fucking crazy.
Hey, yo, what type of dogs do y'all be playing with, Mal? What is that? That's a Great Pyrenees. That ain't no dog. What is that? That's a Caucasian Ovcharka. I was thinking a poodle.
Didn't he call it a dragon dog?
Yeah.
Dragon
It-
dog.
It's like a
He
drink
said
more than
he
anything
said
else.
the size of a dog. For me, the size of a dog is like
Well, if the
Fucking
dog to a
Pomeranian?
giant,
40 pounds. 40 pounds.
the giant considers it a dog.
That's that. Okay, for a giant, that might be a Chihuahua. Teacup. But for Talmoon, that is larger than Fitz. That
It's a
might fit.
Clydesdale.
Talmoon sees that as a new mount. Look at that thing.
What is?
Yeah,
That
potential
is-
perk. If we kill the giant, we can have this as a pet.
True.
Oh
That's if we
my
don't kill it first.
god!
Joking. Come on.
He said he would lead us to great treasure if we found his dang dog.
We don't have to
And
kill
you
him
found
before he
it.
leads us to great treasure.
I mean, you did find it, but you found it with your face.
He also said find the dog, not bring it back alive.
Yep.
True.
That is true.
I
You're the one
don't
who named
believe
us the
any of
Bullies.
you.
I'm sorry. I don't see us really talking to this thing going, here, Fido.
Yeah,
Doesn't-
well,
I'm-
from
I'm
our
very
perspective,
charismatic.
it is eating your unconscious face.
Oh, maybe it'll wake me up.
I don't think charisma has much to do with animal handling.
Yeah, that might make you a little less charismatic if it eats your face. We might need to stop that.
You'll make prosthetics for it, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
make one for yourself.
Or yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna have some really cool scars.
Yes. If you would like a bronze nose, we can do that.
All right. So, I heard that Taroxys is rushing in.
Yeah,
at
we're
it, or-
charging at this dog.
Yeah,
That
we're
thing.
going toward it.
This is not necessary. So just so I don't, I'm not saying roll initiative for initiative's sake like you're fighting, but since you are all taking action and since, it's to also give Fitz a chance to react or wake up before whatever you guys are planning to do, roll initiative.
That's
30-20.
18.
Oh
It's like
no.
basically we're still role playing, but we're using initiative order to
Or-
role play.
18.
So I was hoping
18?
I would roll low, but I rolled a 22.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Let's go,
When-
Taroxys.
Oh my God,
Pythias,
don't kill
what's
the
your
dog.
dex?
Fitz, what you get? What about you, Appo?
A 4.
I got 18
Oh.
also.
That makes sense. He's trying to wake up. Apple, what'd you get?
I got 18. And then I think so did Pythias.
Okay. And Pythias got 18 as well. So who goes between you two?
Probably have a better dex than I do. I have 12.
I got 13. Yeah.
Any of the peaceful people roll high on initiative.
Tell Moon.
I mean,
20.
18 is high for me.
20.
Hey,
20.
I was just going to try
I rolled
animal
a 20,
handling.
yeah.
Okay. And then Leto.
21.
Oh, jeez.
You were
Yes,
my one.
one of the
man.
peaceful
Murderers.
person.
Every
He has a
murderer
chance.
rolled high.
Hey, I don't give a shit about the
Apex
scenario.
4.
I know you don't care, but you were offered something for it. So yeah. Okay. Apex.
That's
I'm
a
not here to
4.
kill the thing. I'm just make sure the spokesperson for this group
Right.
doesn't die.
Apex. This is happening. You are up.
What?
Not
I got a 4.
Apex. Taroxys. Sorry. That's
Oh yeah, Taroxys is charging
Taroxys,
the
then
thing.
Leto. Yeah. So go ahead.
Taroxys charges it. Yeah.
All right. So
Assassin.
charging it through the water here. It's kind of it's almost not even really. It's this is a point where there's like gravel or ground right under the water, so you're just running up. This would be difficult terrain. So well, no, 5, 30. 30 gets you about right here. Are you?
I'll dash,
dash
and then I'll hit it with my horns.
with the horns, and it turns kind of growls at you as you come. Comes like Taroxys comes flying up.
The 26 to hit.
It looks kind of scared as the 26 hits. Boom. Damn
And it takes 10 piercing.
Alright, it is. It is still alive, but it looks it gets stunned and it like staggers and it makes a little sound as you.
And then
you
he'll
hit
just
it. Do
move
you
over
hit
to
it
check Fitz with what's left.
Fitz looks fine. You notice there's no blood on her. Her eyes are kind of fluttering. She's kind of like waking up.
All right, that's all he's got.
All right. As this is happening, we are at Leto.
Yeah, bonus action dash.
Okay.
So 60 feet.
Puts you up there.
And I'm just gonna check on Fitz in general. Like, do I feel a pulse?
Yeah, she's actually like she's starting to like kind of cough.
Just give her some love taps on her face. Like,
Yeah.
hey, come on, wake up.
I don't know if that wakes me up.
You're basically awake, but you can respond on your turn on initiative. Yeah, and so yeah, she's waking up, Leto. And then Tell Moon.
Yeah, just action dash, trying to corral the dog a little bit, trying to block some of its escape paths.
As it like kind of runs and back and forth, and now it kind of growling and trying to like lash out at Tell Moon, who's waving this big hammer. I mean, who just kind of scored it with these huge horns, but now it's holding this huge hammer again. Yeah. What do you do?
The god weapon. Oh, I had a dash, so I'm
okay.
I'm
Dash.
just there.
Got it. And Apo, anything? So like you as your what are you doing?
I'm gonna try animal handling and see if I can get it to just like come toward me.
So 30, and then you kind of like tell me what that looks like as you kind of trying to get its attention, call out to it.
He'll try like a whistle and just and like move his hand over and kind of offer his hand out in case it's going to like nip or bite.
Yeah. Can I have animal handling check?
Yep. Ooh, nice. 19.
Okay. Give me it. The creature kind of like stops and looks at you for a few seconds and like you have enough time, I think, Apple, to see that it's just really scared. And clearly this, with the group surrounding it, doesn't pose a major threat. And so while it's not completely like it's not like it's your new pet, it's just trying to like not, die. So it is kind of responding to you, like kind of giving that look like, am I okay here?
Yeah, he'll just keep his paws out. And now is it making the same hissing sound that Taroxys and I heard?
No, not at all. Can I have a perception check from everyone?
That's 20.
17.
5.
23.
11.
Okay.
12.
Okay. So yeah, it is starting to back down, and then suddenly there is like a little, and then something seems to be descending like a shadow, as dark as this place is, from the ceiling, and it like lands down on the entire group, and it tries to bite at advantage because Fitz is still waking up. This giant white albino like spider. For 17, Fitz.
Ouch!
Fitz takes.
What's your AC, Fitz?
You feel the bite. This piercing.
It's 16.
You feel 9 points of piercing damage, and then I need as it bites you, I need you to give me a Constitution save.
Oh, Nylea, why?
Here we go.
magical effect is it?
What'd you get? Uh-oh, my internet's going crazy.
Oh,
I should be back.
I said this isn't by any chance a spell or magical effect, is it?
It is not.
I got a 10. Ouch!
Oh, you will take 20 points of poison damage.
Ah!
Okay, got it. So yeah, 20 points of poison damage in this manner. And as this happens, the creature, right after biting Fist, before anyone can do anything, it just goes and it like fades away like a ghost.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell.
fuck.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Don't worry, guys.
Hey, spiders for the win.
Tell Moon you're up.
Yeah.
And as you start to look around, you realize this entire room, the upper parts of the cavern are covered in webbing.
Oh, cool. Talmoon is going to bonus action Super Saiyan. So you'll see him start glowing and moving a little faster, more dexterous. And he is going to hold a Rolathim's lance for when he sees the spider again.
Okay.
He can't attack things that he cannot see.
Apple is up.
Apex.
What are you doing?
Is it Apex?
Oh, I'm sorry. Apodexis. Did you roll 18? Because I have Telmoon, Apodexis, Pythias.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's what I have, and then Fitz at 4.
Yeah. And I'm sorry. I don't
And
know
Apex, I have it. Apex, I have it 4, right? Yeah.
I'm kind of already there, but I am trying to hover over Fitz a little bit, just to hopefully
Just kind of protect her.
have it not bite her again next time.
Apple, you can on your turn. You can use the Drake.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to get it get it killed, but yeah, you can try to move it to help the party. You can.
So I'll move up to where they are as well, and then I'll do the same. I'll hold my action until it pops back up, and then same thing with the Drake.
All right. Hold action. Yep. So I imagine everybody's just kind of going back to back on that little segment of.
For bonus action, Fitz is down, right?
She's not down, but she's prone. She hasn't gotten up. Are you down?
Are you down?
I'm not dead.
Because you got an hour of rest. Yeah, she's probably not doing great, but I don't think she's down. Yeah.
Okay, so then for bonus action, then what I'll do is I'll do Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And you are getting 9. Okay. And now I am done.
Okay. We are at Pythias.
Okay. Pythias is going to swim along there and get kind of to in the water below where Telmoon is standing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, around there, just so I can be nearby them. Actually, would I have enough movement to get? I know it doesn't help visibility, but get around the corner so I'm closer to everybody.
You mean this way or that way?
Other way.
That way?
Yeah.
Yep, you could do that.
Okay.
Is that fine?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
And bonus action, Shield of Faith on myself, and I will hold my attack action for if it comes within range and I can see it.
Okay. Got it. So everybody's holding actions, looking into the dark, waiting for something to come out and strike. Fitz, your turn.
I'm gonna stand up. Oh, I hate spiders. Where'd it go? And I'm going to lost it. For my action, I'm just gonna kind of like reach over into what almost looks like nothing, and I'm gonna grab a piece of something. It almost looks like fabric, and wrap it around myself. Kind of shimmers like stars, and any attack rolls against me have disadvantage.
Nice. And as Fitz does that, all of you start to see like little flecks of light. Even though it's like almost like little fairy dust, but it's all white, little particles, and they seem to kind of materialize all around you, and like all around you like snow in this dark space, and begin to rain down. And it's not until they're starting to touch your skin that you realize they're moving. There are hundreds of little baby spiders phasing onto your skin, crawling all over all of you, and making attacks. So everyone will get attacked by the swarm.
Disgusting.
This is where nightmares come into play.
15 to Pythes. I know I don't hit him. 18 to Telmoon.
Stop it.
18 to the Drake dog, which I think that hits, and then Apple.
Did you just kill our dog?
Miss. Taroxy's miss. Fitz.
Roll at disadvantage.
18. Oh, at disadvantage. You're right. Get another.
Miss harder.
Miss. And for Leto, miss. So the dog takes. Oh, that's actually. Where am I D4? What do I do with them? I guess I'll roll. I really can't find any of my D4.
That's okay.
So 9 for the creature, 9 for the, and I'll track that. So it takes 9.
Just
and then
take any
did I hit? Who else did I hit? Did I hit Apple, or did I hit Telmoon?
No,
You
you
hit
don't hit
Telmoon.
nobody.
18 didn't hit Telmoon.
No,
Did I hit
no.
Apple? Did it? No.
18, yeah.
18, yeah. So
Yeah.
If I
Actually, just
didn't
for the sake of time, it'll be 9. So you take the 9 too. 9.
Okay.
You and the dog from all the little raining creatures.
How many
And
hit points did the dog start with?
I won't say, but he looks so.
Yeah,
looks,
that's 19 points of damage it's taken so far.
Yeah, he's not looking great. Starting to look hurt. And then as they're all crawling on you, feeling under you, you start to. Some of them are there, and some of them are like disappearing on your skin. It's just like leaving little marks where they tried to like bite. We move to. I think that's Apex.
So they're crawling around everybody.
Yeah, it's not even a creature on the board. It's just you're swarmed, and then they disappear.
Oh, they just disappeared.
So some of them are still there. So you can still attack them.
Okay.
I would say, but like that's more fluff. But it's almost like on some people you'll see them disappearing, but they're not all going together. It's not in unison. So there's enough still to attack them. Think of them almost like a lair action. They're just there. Yeah. So you can attack them.
Apex is going to rage.
Mm-hmm.
And begins shouting at them that are on his skin. You're nothing. And
roar.
And that is going to be a roll to hit, and he's going to do it recklessly.
Okay.
And I am getting, that is a 23 to hit.
Hits.
And because it's at advantage, I get my sneak attack with it. All right, that is 18 points of psychic damage.
Ooh. So all of the spiders that are on you, when you like yell at them, you see them all fly off like into the water, and like you can kind of see them. No one else can see up close, but you can see them like dying in the water, like flipping over on their backs, kind of writhing, and the little white light in them kind of going out, and them starting to like kind of curl up like insects do, or like arachnids do, and die. Little tiny ones all in the water around you, like they just burst off of you. So you have no swarm on you right now, Apex.
And I will take my movement and I'll go over to it looks like I'm going over to where Apo is.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
And looking at Apo, I just yell again and say, "You pathetic little creatures, get off of us!" And that is 17 to hit.
Okay, gonna hit.
And that is 12 points of psychic damage.
So like most of them come off of him. There's still a few crawling on him, but he's like, you feel immediately relieved, Apple, as they were crawling all but in your hair, like little ticks as you're trying to get them out. A bunch of them fly out of your mane when he roars. So it's a good thing so far. Is that in your turn, Apex?
Yes, it does.
All right, top of the round, Taroxys, you are up as well.
Well, you know what? I'm going to take the opportunity to, at the very least, use my bonus action to activate Giant's Might. So the gears turn, the body shifts.
Yep.
And he takes up a lot more space on that rock than he did before.
Pushing everybody to the edge there, I imagine. But, yep. Standing there in the midst of everyone, hovering over them.
And gosh, I'm gonna hold my action for the spider's appearance, the big spider.
Okay. Just striking out if it's within range.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Leto, your turn.
Someone get the damn dragon dog out of here and let's just leave this place. And I'm going to get behind the dragon dog and like as if it's a fucking horse, because I'm assuming it's large, slap it on its ass to make it jump in the water.
Okay. And you do that, and it kind of growls and snaps, but jumps down, splashes down in the water.
And I will follow him.
Okay. You kind of just lead with him?
Yep.
All right. And so what I'll do is on his turn, you can move the rest of your movement. With the dog is on Apple's turn, which would be, so coming up after Tell Moon. At that moment, there's and then blast goes out, particle like dust, and as this creature appears hanging on the backside of the rock with its thorax, its butt kind of in the water, it seems to be out for fits. Like it seems its mandibles are striking out again. Use all of you that held your action that can. Taroxys, you're not within 5 feet. It depends if the hammer has a reach, because I imagine it's more so on this side trying to attack, right? Like, so your Pythias, it's over on the top of you, and you're like in the water striking up at it. But yeah, anyone that can strike it, feel free to make your.
I need an intelligence saving throw.
All right. Intelligence save it will do.
I think I missed badly with a 10 and a natural 1.
Oof.
And mine's a 13.
That's 24.
It will. Oh wow! It's definitely gonna fail its intelligence. Yeah, with a -2, it gets a 0.
Ooh.
All right. Well, you just
Instant
see
death.
solid psychic energy slam between its 8 eyes, and it takes It takes 28 points of damage.
And
Psychic
That's not
damage.
all.
Yes, and it is incapacitated until the start of my next turn, which is literally like next, but it's incapacitated right now.
Okay, nice. So it blast back, and then who else? Apex.
Apple got 24 to hit.
Nice.
24. All right. This was a shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's gonna be 8. My dice. Ooh. And then okay, so 8. Damn, almost maxed that up. So 8 with the bow shot.
8. Okay, takes that 8 as it's like reeling back from the shot. I'll even give you, for the sake of Troxy's, I'll say it was a little bit closer. You can make your attack.
Oh, it was a 13.
Okay. That will still hit.
Okay,
yeah.
with the halberd, that is 1d10 plus 5.
Make Bud go squish now.
With the what? What weapon do you have now? The halberd?
Yeah, I've always had the halberd. He asked if
man.
it had reach.
Troxy has a lot of weapons. Like there's
He's
like
got 4 weapons.
I don't know what is on his backpack.
My man is the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, dude. Like I imagine, like Troxy's uses weapons like it's like video games. They just like magically appear in his hand.
In my mind, they're collapsible.
Remember,
Of course they
remember
are.
Conan? Remember the battle in Conan
Like
where
walking
the
sticks
wizard's
at the-
carrying everything?
They're like metal cylinders on his waistband, and he clicks it, and it shoots out to whatever it happens to be. But yeah, the
Nice.
halberd has reach, which is why that's what I
Okay,
went for.
Predator.
So that's gonna
zombie
be-
slash over here.
15 damage.
Okay, he stabbed into a bunch of green ichor splashes out of this thing as it begins to kind of flicker, but it's still there. Seems to like glitch. All right, in and out of space, and whenever it does glitch, you notice like you see the Nyx stars. It's almost like it becomes like a silhouette of a star before it vanishes. All right. Anybody else that had an opportunity of attack? Other than that, it's still alive. So
it
it will
loses
make,
this. It loses this
it
action.
loses- okay.
Reaction. It loses everything. It's done.
It's done. Yeah. So it just appeared and then it stopped and it's there.
Technically, it doesn't lose its movement if it wants to move. Yeah, you can move when you're incapacitated. Is that correct or no? Yes.
Let me see.
You can't. Yeah, it's just your action, bonus action, reaction, I believe.
Yeah. So if it wants to try to physically run away, it can, I guess.
It's gonna stay where it's at.
All right.
Yeah.
We'd love a whole nother round of attacks.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it stays where it's at. Well, yeah, and all right. So it is Telmoon. Telmoon. Yes, I guess it came in. It loses turn, so it's Telmoon's turn. Yeah.
All right. It is
And it's
no
only
longer
incapacitated to the end of your turn, right? So now
Yeah,
like,
it's no longer incapacitated. So
Okay.
if it has legendary actions, it can do what it wants to do.
fair enough.
That was the weirdest timing to do that attack. But I shall stab it because it is in front of me. Why not? Why not, guys?
Slow motion, reaching over, down, thrusting.
23
It's gonna
and
hit.
21. Do those both hit?
Both hit.
All right. D8s. 7 plus 8. Holy heck. Plus 10. So 18, 25 piercing damage.
Nice. Takes it. Huge legs just kind of slamming into the rock, like, shaking the structure. But still alive, still writhing as you're fighting this thing. Telmoon, anything else? Because otherwise we move to Applodex's.
Actually, Telmoon is going to back up so other people can get into melee if necessary. He's going to just back up a couple, like 10 feet. So just let people move
I'm
in.
trying to force that opportunity of attack.
Oh, no, he wouldn't get it. He wouldn't get it.
He lost
'cause I got
everything.
mobile.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Well, no, because I have mobile.
Just
yeah.
my. Yep.
I'm broken. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
and your
situational.
move.
Don't worry
both
about me.
feet. Got it. So moves back. Fine. Apple.
All right, so we got 19 and 21 to hit.
Both hit.
Sweet.
It's definitely not hard to hit. Like everything you lay into it. It just
And
seems
then
to
that's
seems
gonna
to
be-
just have a lot of life in it as you're just pelting into this thing.
And so with the 2 arrows, it takes 10 more damage.
Okay.
And then so can he tell? Oh, damn, I don't know how. I guess he would like whistle for the Drake to go and do a bite attack.
Do
Animal,
I
How would that work?
animal handling check.
Am handling?
Do I get to go with the Drake since it's Appo's turn and I'm trying to get it the fuck out
You're
of
supposed
there?
to. You were like you had slapped in the Drake was running away, so he's trying to animal check to try to get it to come back.
Or did you want to just take it and go?
I rolled for the animal, so I don't know what your animal handling check would. It sounds
I
like you're
yell-
trying to do it.
I
It
yell,
sounds like
I
in the
yell.
moment the 2 messages would cross, so it makes sense. Like he's doing that, you're doing this, you're trying to get it to come back. So I say commit to it.
All right, so I got 16.
You got a nat 20, so it stays its course. Like moving forward, running. Anything else, Apple?
That's it.
Pythias, you're up.
I think the action's clear. I'm going to turn slightly and slash at the closest leg with the sword.
Okay.
So 2 attacks. Better, a 17 and a 22.
Okay.
And going to use a first level Divine Smite. So let's see. Do you need me to break up damage types? Or
Nope.
just damage is damage?
Dish it
Okay.
all out.
Okay. And 21 total.
So you lop one of the giant legs goes flying out and lands in the water and kind of glitches and turns into Nick stars. The creature's mandibles and the 8 eyes start moving rapidly as it is in a lot of pain. As you can tell that blow, I mean, that's the kind of blow that makes this creature know that it's in utter danger at this moment. Pythias, anything else?
Staying where I am.
Yep. Standing
it.
there just striking at this thing as one of the legs comes off. Camera pans up, pushes in, Fitz, you're up. You're like right
Fitz
in
is
front of it.
still
Amanda.
like right next to it, right?
Yeah, you're like pretty much you stood up now, and then and your hair blowing from it, like letting out this gasp as you see nothing but like those 8 red eyes and that pale albino white skin, like looking, or whatever it would be, carpus or whatever, exoskeleton looking at you.
Yeah.
Fitz is going to pull up her piccolo and lean in close to where like the weird spider ear hole might be
Yep.
and blow the most discordant note she can right into its little ear hole. And I'm going to cast Shatter at 3rd level.
All right.
And that's a
Con save.
Constitution save.
Got it. It's gonna be a 9. It's for a fail.
All right. Stand by, because I did not pre-roll this.
You're doing God's work, Einar.
Yeah. Love it.
Sorry, math.
Good.
8. An idiot. 18 points.
So those little sounds with Piccolo, and it begins to shriek more as that damage. 8. How much? What damage?
8 and 8 and 2. 18.
18. It takes 18 points of damage as it is like writhing in pain. In trying to, in the moment, disengage as quickly as possible. Fitz, right as you finish that, the spiders that on everyone else will take their bites. Fits on you.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage. So the disadvantage will be a 12, 30, 40, 16.
My AC is 16.
So it would hit.
Is she within 5 feet of me?
Actually, I'm sorry, 15.
No?
It fails.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
It fails. And then attack towards Pythias. Not going to hit. Telmoon, not going to hit. Taroxes, actually, for surprisingly somehow, these little things, maybe they're crawling in his gears. 22.
That is.
And for Apo, 22. Same thing, rolled the same thing twice. Nat 1 on Apex. And
Roll with advantage.
the dog, with advantage. They get advantage?
I have reckless.
Oh, yes. So they would have hit. So just the first one hit you. Did I fail you? Did I miss you? I thought I
19
hit
will
you.
hit.
19. 19 plus 19 was the total for you.
Yeah, that would hit.
And then I missed the dog, and I missed a Leto. So I hit Apple and I hit Taroxes. Or unless Taroxes is immune to poison, give me a con save.
I'm resistant to it.
Oh, actually, you know what? These little guys, they don't even have poison. Sorry, it's just the D44. So you both just take the piercing damage, and that's going to be one roll for both of you. Both take the equal amount of 12. And what's funny is as you're all itching and fighting through the spiders,
You're losing him.
You take no damage.
Sorry, 12 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, literally when I D&D Beyond, I don't know what if I roll D&D Beyond, it just almost shuts Zoom down. It's like do not roll on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
12 piercing, you said?
12 piercing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Six,
all
six.
the little spiders, they all phase out. And you can see them like phasing up towards the sea. Like you can kind of see little lights speckling in the overarching webbing above you. Almost like they're actually no, you wouldn't see that this turn because they're just literally disappearing. But they're just like, they're just disappearing. So the swarm is gone. Apex, you are up. The big spider is still there.
Okay. Apex is he's gonna do something. He'll get right next to Fitz.
Okay.
Get in there.
And he's going to shout at the huge spider.
Okay. Another shout.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
Oh.
And another
Thanks,
reckless.
All right.
And that's a 23 to hit.
That's going to hit.
And that is 16 points of psychic damage.
How do you kill it? What happens to it? Whereas you pretty much talk shit to this thing and yell
I
in its
just-
face and
You just hear,
You're one ugly motherfucker.
and it just falls on its back and curls up.
and it's almost like it's like I imagine looking around, no one knows whether like actually the talking shit killed it or if it was like bleeding out, like where Pythias view it was like bleeding out of its like thorax like constantly, and then just like, and you can tell Pythias that it was trying to like phase, it was like kind of glitching, and it fell over and is no more, laying there in the water.
Are all of you all right?
Oh yeah.
I so sorry you were about to say, are you all entertained? Are you not entertained? Good stuff.
Just like this loud shout right next to you. It's
The Roxy's.
She does not pass out from that one. That
What?
was loud.
How do you feel about those wings? You ready?
For what?
I'm gonna reach up and cast Dragon's Breath on Taraxis. Can you clear this room? I'm tired of those little guys.
Oh yeah.
Troxys gets what he's laying down and throws the wings on, clicks them open, and becomes a flying, fire-breathing bull as he flies up and torches the roof, just making like clearing it every square inch is gonna get charred.
So I mean, and there's these little, and there's these little popping sounds that are constantly going off as and little fireworks sparks as each one of these little things, and for every one of them that kind of pops out of existence or phases, you can hear it and kind of see a little vibrant display of it as the rest of the webbing burns away and begins to rain down into the waters and fizzle out and kind of smoke until the room is entirely clear and safe from this creature.
I think I got them all.
THEROS would be proud.
Oh, I know.
And then he just starts breathing fire through his nose for funsies, just little jets of flame.
What might they do?
Fitz is like awkwardly standing as far away from Apex as she can without falling into the water.
Leto,
Like
you've
looking.
suddenly... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You've
No,
kind of caught
looking
the
away.
dog, the Drake thing, and and kind of calmed it down. But it's there with you. Continue, Fitz. If there's anything else you want to add.
That is all.
Okay.
Hey, we saved the dog.
Yeah, now what the fuck do we do with it?
Well, I mean,
Let's get our treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can it breathe?
Can we use it as bait for the fish?
Or for the hissing.
No.
They're still hissing. We gotta get that too.
Yeah. You guys. Oh my gosh.
So bait for the hissing.
No.
Oh yeah.
How about we not split up?
How about we just take the dog back real quick? Because he looks like he's kind of rough right now.
So Apple will
Yeah,
do two
gaping
things.
wound on the side of it where it looks like a horn hit it.
That's
It
why
was a
he
gentle
make
We
good
also
bait.
look at Taraxis.
The blood is what attracts them.
No, the thing that attracts the fish are dumb people.
Oh,
That's why you saw it.
But I wasn't controlled by it. I didn't try to kill my best friend.
So while they're debating, Apple's going to do two things. Jump onto the thorax of the spider and rip off one of the fangs.
Okay.
And then
That works.
cure wounds on the Drake.
Drake
And
is... Go ahead and roll for...
yeah, and I will cast it at 2nd level. So it is getting 11 back.
Okay. It's feeling a little bit better. The wound is almost... It's mostly closed. There's a little scar left. But... And it kind of snuggles and begins to like walks between or like around your legs, Apple, and just stays around you and literally just constantly eyeing Taraxis, like with very, very like suspect evil eyes.
It's okay. He won't hurt you any longer.
And then it starts to sniff, and it approaches Fitz, and it like comes up like to her face and like gives her a lick again. But then it sniffs her bag.
Oh.
Have the egg in
yes. Eat your cousin.
Oh. Do you want to meet my friend Kai?
I forgot we still had that.
It's little yellow snake-like eyes, serpent-like eyes, like.
Are you gonna be nice to him?
kind of sits down, wags his big tail, that big giant like muscled alligator tail moving back and forth.
I sit down and I pull my backpack around and I'm like, all right, Grom, sit.
It sits.
And I pull out the red dragon egg and I nestle it in my arms and I say, this is my friend Kai. I've been telling him bedtime stories by the fire every night. We're really good friends.
And it nudges the little egg, like, puts his head and like almost like it's listening. Like,
Kai, meet my friend Grom. He's so friendly.
Gonna wind up a dragon omelet.
and then he's like listening, and then he steps back. He steps back again.
Are
And
you
then he
being
runs
mean,
back to
Kai?
Apple and goes between Apple's legs and goes,
Oh
I'm
no!
not friendly.
What did you say, Kai? We don't talk to our friends like that. That was not very nice. You're going in timeout, and I put him back in the bag.
Yeah,
I
and then
tie
he
it
just-
really tight.
he, just like animals, his attention span changes and shifts, and then he just kind of just moves around Apple.
Helen, she knows it's an egg, right?
I think so.
I mean,
Then
eggs
she's-
usually hatch eventually.
I mean, doesn't their mother have to sit on it?
I think that's only birds.
It's
Yeah,
not a
fish
bird.
don't do that. I mean, like a seahorse, they have some weird stuff.
You're saying the dragon egg is full of seahorses.
No, probably not.
How do you know?
That's not how seahorses do that.
I mean, you're kind of vague about it.
Yeah, it's weird. Let's just not talk about it.
And that sounds really weird, but okay.
Apple just
Oh.
shakes his head and, like, under his breath goes, I'm surrounded by idiots.
So we gotta return that guy what?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, we
Let's
need to get
take-
the
Do that.
treasure at least.
Let's take Grum back to his owner.
And then we're going to find the hissing. And then we're going to kill the fish. Just remember, we've got to write these down. Someone who
Fish.
can write.
Hissing.
You see
Somehow
Apex-
riding and packing things away and then walking through water. constantly.
Apex takes one of those stalactites, like the rocks, and like breaks it off, and then just claws in. Fish,
Treasure.
treasure.
Fish.
Yeah, treasure, fish,
Hissing.
hissing.
Like,
Did you guys hear that really big, scary roar that came from this side?
God, it came
Little
from
bit, yeah.
Apex.
That wasn't me.
Well, if it came from this side, that means there's more than there's an exit instead of that way. So where the hell's that at?
Is there, from where we are on that little island, is it just like the curve of the bowl of the cave, or is there actual access?
where you're at here,
Uh-huh.
this is a dead end. It's almost like a little cul-de-sac inside
Okay.
the main hall that Fitz was heading down. So if you leave this, so this is like, if you're on Fitz map, this would be like a secret entrance to the left
To the
of
left.
that main hall that she
Okay.
found. And basically when she passed out, the little dog saved her. Yeah.
Now, out of character, how long has it been since we woke up?
You mean since you woke up? Oh,
So
Because we didn't
when-
wake up outside. We traveled here from, like, we went to the unicorn spot, flew here,
yes.
started traveling through this cave. Pythias died. We talked to the, like, how late at night is it now?
Yeah, that's true. So you guys came over that night. It was an evening when you landed. Yeah, you guys haven't taken any rest in a minute. Long rest. You have been running on probably starting to run on fumes because you traveled over. It doesn't take that long. Probably got over here in an hour. You fought that creature. You rested. Hour, 2, 3. So it's probably sun up outside, like at this point, or like dawn, and you guys have just been running from one deal to another. It seems like it's. Of course, you don't feel that. You don't. All sense of time is kind of off, other than the fact that you're trying to track it. You probably are starting to feel a little fatigued.
Well, I think I would know because after 16 hours of being awake, my mage armor fades.
Gotcha.
And I would notice I'd have to re-up.
If you posted that like since the unicorn fight, like you talking about through all of that.
Well, I cast it every 8 hours, so I use
every 8 hours.
But like, so then, I would be on my third one now, which would tell me to turn around and be like, guys, we should be sleeping.
Got it. Yeah, you probably if you're on that third one, then you're coming up on it being like out. I think for like whatever next fight comes. Yeah.
I can keep casting it, but like,
if you keep like
it lasts 8 hours every time I cast it, but like that's kind of like my way of keeping time.
Got it.
Like I know 8 hours has passed, another 8 hours passed. We've been up for 16 hours. We should probably think about camping.
We've been up for about 16 hours.
Which is camp with Polymos.
Yeah, we can get the dog back and avail the giant of his hospitality.
Okay. Yeah. And so the party heads back, and as you enter the room, Polymos hears Grom's little like very deep guttural, and he's like, "Oh, Grom!" And he calls out, and he's so happy to see him. The dog runs up the perch and jumps in his arms and licks his face, and he's so happy, even though he's got these really sharp, ragged, jowls, and he's kind of like almost like he's playing with this like dragon, like it's like a small alligator with larger limbs, and bluish, and a bluish hue to the scaly skin, and he sits him down, and you can tell that he's just kind of like created a fire, and he goes, come, I appreciate you all so. And as you're kind of sitting there, and of course all of you are like, well, what, the treasure, what do we get for this? And he's like, oh, well, I told you I would tell you where the treasure was. Before he goes, you look tired. Before I tell you, you should relax, rest, so
you're not gonna kill us while we rest,
he's not
right?
Gonna kill
We've
you.
kind of had bad luck resting here.
And he's not asking you to go to sleep. He's just kind of like sit down, like everybody calm down. It's he's spending some time with his dog. He's getting his little crom together. So it doesn't seem sinister at all in any way.
Yes, go to sleep.
It's just bubbling water.
Yeah, meta, no sinister here. So as we are probably winding down for the evening, what are the next plans? Maybe like, I imagine a lot of your rations are wet. What are you guys like eating? What do you guys, I know we usually don't think about that kind of stuff, but what are they consuming at this point without, Proxinos to cook for them?
Could
his cooking.
Could the apex predator taken one of the giant face spider legs?
He could have taken that leg, yeah.
Gosh, Appo, who eats? Ugh.
Gee, I don't know.
Yeah, Tomo's just sucking on slimy, like squishy hardtack, but that's been soaking in slimy all day. He's just kind of sucking on that.
Just taking the leg, not even cooking or anything like that, just eating it.
The fish dies tomorrow. Just sucking on this crusty bread.
And then just look like extends it out to anyone else that wants to take a bite of the spider leg.
And actually, I'm just stalling so I can get a little information on this.
Maybe do you mind if I try to cook it?
I hand you my bread.
Well, that's what I'm worried about. When you think about it, it's just exoskeletons, so you're just cooking crunch.
Yeah.
Hands you the spider leg with like 4 bite marks in it.
It's tenderized.
Yeah, spider
Pythias,
ain't like crab.
Pythias, do you eat seafood?
I raise my eyebrows and look at you.
Like, is that like a faux pas or something?
What do you think that we eat?
Yeah, I think all food that Pythias ate used to be seafood. Technically.
Kelp.
But like,
You look
you're
like a kelp man.
That's, I mean, in
Show us
in
your
the
teeth.
sea, seafood is just called food.
Oh. There's not like any food that's like too close to like you that you would consider as like no touchy kind of food. I
I
don't
don't
want to
eat-
like serve you a fish and you'd be like, whoa, that's my cousin, you know?
I don't eat tridents.
Do
Well,
you,
did you-
good.
do
Would
you
eat
call
those things we killed
food
earlier?
on land? Land food?
That's actually kind of how it translates. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's pretty rare, but sometimes we come up on the beach and go hunting, and then bring what we catch into the ocean and have some land food.
So then you call a sea cucumber just a cucumber.
Do you call cucumbers land cucumbers?
We just kind of use the word in common for cucumber because they're different words.
Predator is interested.
You should come landing sometime.
Landing?
It's kind of like
opposite,
fishing, but the other way around.
Would we just call that like hunting?
I guess you would, yeah.
I like hunting.
Hunting is good.
And in addition to whatever foods you eat, Polymos has also kind of gathered all these little little fish that he kind of has been able to catch in a net, like almost like a little sardine size, and he cooks them, and they're not much, but he kind of passes them out, and you guys are kind of sharing a meal, and he goes, "So you found my Grum. Did you kill the evil fish?"
Not yet.
It's on our list.
Okay. Well, I feel kind of bad, but I said there was treasure. There is treasure. There is treasure. But you've seen the oily, slimy lake. You been there?
Oh, yes.
It's well, supposedly a powerful Triton, a champion of Perforos, a Triton champion of Perforos. The fish killed him. I do not know his name, but he carried a very powerful weapon, a mace, a glimmering mace with blades on four sides that at a flick of a wrist transforms into a trident. And it's at the bottom of the lake.
Someone excitedly stares at Pythias.
And as he says that, we kind of see that the mist over those cold waters, those slimy waters. We kind of dive down between them and kind of begin to move through the murk. Somewhere at the bottom in all that sediment, something's glowing. Something in that shape. And as we get closer to it, closer and closer to the weapon, something swims by. Then swims by again. Kind of... And then it seems to come at us and to black. We'll end our episode there. That last flicker just has a red eye on it. Good game. You guys murdered a lot of shit tonight.
Well, we didn't murder each other. So
yeah, that was friendship, right?
Oh, God.
Love y'all. I'm glad I didn't murder anybody.
Same.
You
was
certainly
pretty-
tried.
I certainly tried. Malcolm, you can't say that I didn't try.
I'm glad you tried. I was worried you guys were gonna try to go soft, and I was like, don't do that, because I don't.
We
Yeah, I
didn't
was
need
like, you
to.
guys only you guys can run these. What's that?
So we didn't need to.
Yes, this is true.
You came out with the big guns right away.
Man,
That's what you
guys
needed.
Going
You
for
can't
it.
beat the action economy. Or
I was gonna-
spamming wisdom saves.
So
Yeah,
that
I
was
was
a
about to say-
phantasmal force that was used on you, Telmoon, earlier. Yeah.
You're
And-
muted
You're
again.
muted, Jason.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it. Yes, I know that spell.
Yeah.
I realized what it was, but for Telmoon, that was just
It
pure.
was just awful.
That was
right?
pure pain. Yeah.
Just kind of like rising out of the water. Yeah. As I was saying, I was like, it's so funny. It's like sometimes like I'll say something, I'm like, okay, that's a movie I've seen. And later on, I was like, oh, it's an Event Horizon where the guy's burning and he comes out of the water. There's a guy like burning, that is one of his old friends, and he sees his friend and he's like, you did this to me. And he comes coming out of the water, and I was like, oh shit, that's the scene. That's where I got that from. That was my inspiration.
Thanks for the emotional damage.
Yeah.
Carry that into the weekend.
Thanks for the spider nightmares.
Oh my god, the
Yeah.
little tiny
Sucks.
crawly face spiders.
Oh.
Calvin, welcome to D&D.
Phasing
Hopefully it
off
wasn't
your
too
skin.
crazy.
Hope you had a good time watching.
Where Mal will bring all your nightmares to
Yeah.
life.
Oh yes.
You
I was
said
like,
shark,
I've
and
been
I'm
wanting
like,
to use a
I wrote
face
it down,
spider
like,
forever, but I was like, it has to be a giant one, right? That has babies. That can,
I
like...
You
hate
got the
face
same
spiders.
spider I used on you all for that game too. I'm just like, I'm paying for that.
It was so funny because that was a lot of these are like that was like a side encounter that is only if you find that room. But when Nikki passed out, I was like, I either it's always like, how do you make this interesting? And I'm like, oh shit, the dog finds her and then takes her because the dog is supposed to be in the face spider room. So I was like, okay, that's. But there was a part of me that was like, oh damn it, because I totally was like, I think they're gonna go fight this fucking fish.
It's on the checklist.
We
We
the
will
fish
fight
will.
the
Yes.
fish.
I know, yeah,
The beautiful thing is, most likely, we are now no longer immune to
yeah.
that group save. So,
Yikes.
part 2 next time.
Yeah.
And you guys, it was funny as you don't need to fight this fish, but they're like, we're gonna hunt this fish. It's like you guys
No
are just taking,
shit.
you guys are just taking hunt mission after hunt mission at this point.
Jason wants to
fucking
fight this
shit.
fish. Like, this fish has to die.
They're
No.
like, we're supposed to
Oh,
find
no,
this
no.
monster for Nylea. Oh, boo, look! It's like
This
Stick,
fish?
but it's another monster. and It's evil. We'll go after that one first.
That
But
that
wait,
monster
there's
That
crossed the
fish
line.
is asking for it.
Crossed the line. Okay. And tried to make me fight my best friend. And then told me I wasn't worthy.
Bullies
of it.
aren't gonna survive very long. They just
I mean,
keep
the
going,
scary thing is,
"Fight
that,
shit."
that shit's really not a fish. It's a fucking whole nother intelligence that. But,
We've
Oh,
made
yeah.
it this far.
Yeah, no, I
Looks
got
like
that
a
from the
fish. Yeah.
phantasmal force it cast on me.
Yeah.
We just need
Not
we need
normal
to
fish
go
behavior.
fight the hissing monster,
guys,
and
it can
then
take
level up, and then somehow buff, and then we could totally
not
take on.
leaving
What if
the
it takes
cave
over?
until
What
I'm
if it
level
takes
10.
over Tyroxes and Apex again, and then you
Oh,
have to
it
fight
will.
it and them at the
fine.
same time? Like you guys,
That's fine.
Then that's just death.
okay,
We're not leaving this
Einars. All
cave
of you-
until we're level 10.
No, no,
When
no,
you
no, no,
give
no.
us level
Don't
10,
put,
This
we'll
is
leave
Team
this cave.
Einar here right now.
No, don't put me in that shit. I don't care about the fish. I ain't trying to fight the fucking fish.
Now that I know what the heck it is, like whatever is going on, I can use counter charm and I can prep and help us get advantage on saving throws against
Amazing.
being charmed.
Okay.
And we just all have to walk in a circle around Pythias. as we go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stay near us.
So I can get a positive to my wisdom save.
Oh.
Yeah, oh my god.
It's
Maybe you
bad.
should just wait outside.
Yeah.
We just blindfold ourselves and put beeswax in our ears. We'll be fine, guys.
Yeah.
Don't think Apple's worked that way.
Alrighty, I gotta run for the night.
Yeah.
All
Good.
right.
All right,
Take
take care,
care,
Hopefully Calvin
Josh.
enjoyed. You guys have a
Um,
good.
I will be posting the
Bye.
Wednesday game. I'll be hopefully we can get that started.
Oh, TPK part 3? Great.
How do you guys like Thursdays? What do you about? I mean, Josh, I know this is
I'm-
crazy
I'm
for you.
not
Do you like?
against it.
Are you Saturdays better for you?
Either or.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it would be Josh and Troy, really, because those are the ones that are like
Yeah.
working really. I mean, it's really late
Yeah.
for those guys on
Yeah.
a Thursday.
How about you, Troy?
If you're okay, I might do more Thursdays. Is what
I
I'm
mean-
saying.
Fine.
Right now, I'm fine with it, but in
Okay.
the future, it could be problems.
Just let me know.
Okay.
If I post one on Thursday, let me know so I can. But, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
man.
All right, folks.
Good night.
Good
Take
game.
care.
Night.
Good night.
Peace.
Yeah,
So that treasure's
none of
totally
that.
going to Pythias, right?
This group is like dungeon. Let's
Yeah.
clear
Tried it.
every fucking
100%.
room.
Trident.
Yeah.
It's
You have to
only
clear the
tried it
dungeon.
sometimes.
Everyone looks
It's
to
only tried it
Pythias.
sometimes.
Yeah. It was just like, tried it. So-
You can use a
Bronze
mace.
bullies are completionists.
I don't
I
know
just
if you're
imagine at some
watching
point
my
we're in this
face.
cavern for like the next 4 episodes, and they like get back and like all of Theros is burning, but they're like, we completed this
Yeah.
cavern. That's not gonna happen. If I say it's like, it's not gonna happen.
No.
No, I don't know if you were watching me, bro, but you were like ancient trident or ancient Triton treasure, and I look at Pythias,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're like, it's a mall, and I'm crestfallen. How could it be a mall? And you're like, it turns into a trident. And I'm like,
It's a clockwork mace that folds up, goes to a trident. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man,
you said
at least
Mason. I'm like, oh, I want that.
yeah.
interchangeable between the two of you.
So this
Yeah.
is we're
Yeah, you can use the trident. I'll use the mace.
Oh my god, that
or
would
we
be
could
such a
just give it
badass
to
scene. Like,
Roxy's and just
Mason
add to
and
his
toss.
ever-growing collection of random magical items.
Bonus action. Appo throws it to Pythias, and Pythias is a shing.
But do remember, if anybody's feeling useless, I can always turn you into a fire-breathing dragon. Or lightning or whatever. You know, that's always an option in the back pocket.
I just love the fact that, Fitz pulls out a dragon egg and then y'all say dragon egg, and that's the first time Leto ever saw a dragon egg or heard of it. So I'm like, y'all are fucking crazy.
And then the Drake sniffs it and is like, oh no.
Runs
That's it.
away.
Let me get away from that.
Cowers from it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, that's how
It's
Fitz
a,
she treats homicidal tendencies, right? You just admonish them. How dare you?
it's a
Yeah.
red
Yeah.
dragon egg.
he's my best friend.
So she shouldn't be
I
too
mean,
And we
Right.
all know this is
Apex.
essentially Thraxy's son or
Yeah.
This
daughter.
is
Yeah.
Spawn of Thraxes. I have shown you the Magic
sibling.
the Gathering
Yeah, it
card
could be-
for
yeah.
this thing. But
I can influence him to be good if I'm just good enough.
Yeah.
I think what she's trying to I think what needs to be figured out all this time is how does she actually get it to hatch?
She
and we've
is
been
not
talking about
thinking
it.
that
She
far
does not,
yet.
She's not thinking that far ahead, so she hasn't
She-
figured it
Tell
out.
me
Especially
about it. I'll
after
put it
what
on
just
ice so it doesn't
happened.
rot.
Is that a possibility
What's that?
It rotting?
for it to rot?
Yeah, for sure.
It should have rotted by now, but it has not.
See?
It's
It
Oh,
can.
no.
It was in a cold
What-
box. That's why it didn't rot.
I thought he was just doing that to make sure it super didn't hatch.
Yeah.
so
but
inside
also
after
not
all this
die.
time, what I'll say, like at this point you've had it so long, I think Fitz would at least realize by now that conditions need to be right. It's almost like the Game of Thrones egg, where it's basically a stone until
Yeah.
it's
Until
put
you
in the
put it
right
in
conditions.
fire,
So it's pretty much because these are dragons, these aren't chicken eggs. This thing lasts. It's almost can last forever. It can last aeons until put in the right conditions. And then
We should trade
just-
the
Yeah.
aboleth for the mace. Trident.
Just take it back to our
I-
base and dump it in the volcano. It's
give it
fine.
I just want to make sure that it's my best friend before I hatch it. That's what she's doing.
I think
So-
that's the
so before
impossible
it eats
part.
you.
Because like you can talk to it as much as you want, but you're not gonna be able to create that true bond until it hatches.
Yeah.
So
You can't respond.
yeah. Now I've
I-
given
I
you.
think-
I'll give you some advantage for all the talking you've done
Yeah.
and all that kind of
Well,
stuff. Maybe that
That's
helps.
why
it.
we're gonna hunt until we're strong enough to beat the mess out of this baby dragon if it don't
Before
listen.
you-
Like
Yeah.
what? Be nice.
Everyone just gets rolled up newspaper and just
I imagine after the whole campaign is over, the epilogue is them hatching the egg and standing around
Yeah.
it with plates open, ready for whatever comes out.
We are all collectively your mother.
I think we should all be slightly offended, though, that we've spent all this time with you, and your best friend is this
With
egg.
the egg.
Yeah.
Well, it listens to all my stories. You guys,
Have you tried
guys,
telling
You
stories
guys
to
haven't
us?
tried telling
I-
stories to us.
I don't need to sleep really.
we don't role play by the campfire, you guys.
I don't
you
even
want
know if we light
stories?
fires. You out here being real.
Like,
Everyone
Twixes
gains
and I don't feel anything.
two
Level?
Nylea piety for tonight,
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
and
2
My
Nyleas.
girl.
I don't know if I want those. 2 Oh yeah, that puts me at 14 Nylea, which is the most useless of numbers.
and then you can also take 2 peripherals for you and Taraxi since you've rushed into every kind of battle headlong. 2 for those two.
Ooh,
So,
Perforos for
So
me.
do I
remind
get
Josh
two-
I said that. And then what's that?
So do I get 2 Oracle then?
Oh, is there an Oracle one? What's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take the Oracle. You can, for you can either take Nylea or you can swap them for the Oracle.
Oh, I'd just be straight Oracle.
So take Oracle. Yeah. And then,
Dios
I have to
Ignis. Is that how
listen
we
to these damn
teleport?
guys.
and Apex, you
Yeah.
also get, on top of your 2 Nylea, that you're with this group, you get one Ifara piety point. She's the police, and you come from the city, and you represent the city. You represent the best of.
Is that what the city's like? Because if it is, I don't want to go.
Well, he represents it. He's an entertainer from the city, so I imagine
Everybody just yell at you and hiss and drown people that they just met.
One of my characters was going to be a
Your
werewolf
biggest
first.
fan?
Also, also shouting at spiders.
Dude, you're a saint beast from Yu Yu Hakusho. That's what you are. Just raw, like with your voice, you just yell at people when they get hurt.
Yeah, because this is what I have so far. I have 1 piety left from Erebos, and then Krufix we got 5, and then Nylea we got 2, right?
and we're gonna level up to 9.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
You don't want to do that.
You
do
messed
not
up now.
want to do that.
You
I
done
know.
messed up now, Mal.
No, my character gets stupid at 9.
You done messed up now, Mal.
They keep getting stupider, so
We're
just-
gonna
No,
go
I can-
kill this fish now.
Okay, I can teleport now. Like 100 yards. It's stupid. This subclass is dumb.
It is dumb.
Yeah.
And I can cast divination now.
I'm at a point with Theros, we might as well start just fucking working our way through this level.
It's time.
I'm
It's
tired
time
of
for the
y'all.
stupid. I got 5th level spells. It's time for the stupid.
It's time. It's time for the
It's not
Kraken to
really.
show up.
No,
Pretty
no,
much.
no, it's not. Please don't.
We need to go. We need to get to the Titans. No, I'm joking. We're taking our time. No, I'm enjoying. Well, I want you guys to enjoy being super strong. So that's cool. you know?
Level 9.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, dragon eats us.
Yeah, until I just make Titans. Like
The egg is gonna kill us.
if you haven't watched the episode where Eddie, like my home group, has to fight Clothis, and she's not a miniature. She's just the whole green screen background.
Oh my
She's
God.
just so there's just the horizon. She's just on the horizon, and her hair is just springing through the ground, and like the strands of fate of like pulling them apart, and she's sitting in, and they can't hurt. She can't be beat. They can only they can stun her, and they can cause her to stop her layer actions for like a round, so that they can concentrate on other shit. Because otherwise, she just keeps layer actions. That was a fun fight, but they were like, okay, this is ridiculous now. This is getting out of control.
Did
So,
they
yeah, we'll
die?
get there. They made it. They made it. So it's,
Oh my God.
I now have Steel Wind Strike.
no, they had
Yes.
Krufix on their
Oh,
side
no.
too. They had Krufix
That is-
guiding them. Oh,
That is such a ridiculous spell.
This is the spell that I have been waiting for Telmoon. This is my Telmoon spell in my head.
You further become anime with
It's
this.
pure anime. Turns into slash lightning, poses at the end, everyone falls down.
oh man, no, I'm enjoying Theros. I have recently even gotten some inspiration for like after all the different games and what's going on in everybody's games. I'm like, oh shit, I think I know what's going on now. So like at one point I hit up Nick because I was like, oh, I want to tell him, but I was like, damn it, I can't because he's playing the game. I was wanting to have a God conversation with you, and I was like, it involves like too much what's going on with Proxynos and everybody. So I was like, all right, we'll wait. But
Understandable.
Is there just one day going to be like a Proxynos episode with him in the underworld, and we're just all
Just having the best
not
day
there.
ever with his dad.
Yeah.
Yep. I haven't been talking to Nick. I haven't been talking to you about like what you're experiencing, what's going
Yeah,
on,
not at
the
all.
conversation. And it's kind of been purposeful. I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
yep, let it breathe for now. But it'll come back when it's right.
Well, now if you guys want, I can talk to a god. Legitimately, like full-on conversation.
Wait, you can channel
Oh,
how?
man.
How Sway? Tell me.
Divination.
Oh, but yeah. I could read that a couple ways. Yeah.
What
Like,
do I want? Guys,
It literally
old
says
monster?
my magic and an offering, so I just have to have an offering, and there's
Okay.
plenty of Perforos bullshit around.
So I took Conjure
what-
Barrage because I get one spell.
I get 2, and I'm trying not to go too far away from my stabbing. Like, the Rolathim's lance is already kind of far away, but it is technically a lance. So it's psychic stabbing.
Okay, so yes, you can ask a single question. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
But it's more. I actually am asking the
In a
god
short
that.
phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. Yeah. I just gave my home group an answer in omen, and they were just like, "What does that mean?" So yeah, that's always fun. That's like,
Or
Yeah, it's for other people to interpret. All right.
yeah.
Yeah, or I could take Water Walk, which then gives up to 10 creatures, willing creatures, to
That could be
walk
useful
on
against this
any
aboleth.
liquid or surface.
Ooh.
And then I just get rid of Barrage.
Should I take teleportation? If I take teleportation circle, will you let me draw my own circles instead of calling the fire people? Yes, no.
Oh, sorry, I'm tripping. I was thinking. Okay, if you do what?
If I waste a spell on teleportation circle, can I now draw my own? Can I draw the fire circles for us so we don't have to call the priest in?
Ooh.
It's burning a spell, but I mean, I'm literally learning how to draw a circle that teleports us to where
You're
we
learning
want.
how to do what the
where those
flames,
other
what the flame speakers do.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll allow that. It's teleportation circle.
It's a 5th level spell, so I can only do it once a day. But I can literally, like, where we go, I can. We're really gonna start teleporting everywhere if you give this to me. But
So I mean, you would have no use for your Pegasus anymore, right? You just be like, yeah.
the Pegasus are lunch. I don't know what you're talking like.
No.
You can let them go back to
Nikki, you need to choose a
loaned
pet,
to
girl.
us.
We can't have a zoo following us. You gotta choose.
No menageries.
What? Nylea's my god. I like all of the animals.
you got a Pegasus, you got a dragon in your
I-
pocket. You got.
I was
I can
under the
take summon
impression.
Draconic Spirit instead, and maybe we can.
I'll allow
I
that.
would-
I
There
would
you
think you have to. You can learn the teleportation. It would
I'd have to learn
require
it from them.
go back at least once you go back to your to Perforos, and then the flame speakers would automatically solidify it so that you can use it in that way. Yeah.
Because I'm already happy. I have the spell that I want, which was
Yeah.
Steel Wind Strike. So the next spell I take in my head, I mean, I guess
You want to take? I'll allow it. Yeah, just make it. Would just long as you like when you introduce it, it makes narrative sense. Then that's fine.
Oh, 100%. Like it's just a reason.
Yep.
It's just a spell that I can take
And
right
that
now.
moves
Like
you guys
I'm like,
around.
whatever.
Yeah. That would make you guys like, geez, you're gonna start popping around everywhere. Pretty much you become Doctor Strange at this point. Like, but
I mean, it will make things go faster.
yeah, very true.
Should I, in memoriam, should I take polymorph?
Cutting out all travel. Yeah.
Be back to the
Travel's
crafts?
Travels is part of the fun of Theros, at
Fine.
least
I
until
won't
once
take
you.
teleportation circle.
No.
I-
I say you should. It actually makes sense to you guys' story. It makes sense to your background. So I say go for it. And once you guys have, at this point, this group has traveled almost. You've seen a little bit of all parts of Theros, except for maybe Scophos. Actually, you guys have never been to Scophos. You've never been to either of any Odunos or Asphodel. And you guys haven't spent
Or
much
Rescus.
time on the water either, or the Siren Sea. So
Oh,
no, you haven't been a lot of places. But this could allow you to get there quicker and see a lot of different places. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Oh yeah, I'm taking Water Walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna
I
be a
don't
good
know,
one.
man. Like, there's so much good stuff here. Like, Cloud Kill is always good. I just
Cloud
don't
Kill's
see
always
Telmoon cast.
good.
I don't see Telmoon
How does
casting
Telmoon
Cloud Kill.
cast Cloud Kill?
Yeah, like, I don't
feel
see
what
that.
does that look like?
I mean, I could probably get away with greater invisibility. Just be an a-hole. I am
Super
so
useful.
fast. Yeah, no, I don't want
Oh,
to cast stuff that's like not
terrible.
like I can be broken, but I don't want to be broken. I want to be stabby anime cool. I can take animate objects, but that's not fun.
I like it.
I could take the scrying spell too.
Always nice.
You guys also
Could
you
come
have
in
you have
handy.
a conch of scrying though too
Yeah.
that you guys definitely
Yeah.
never used. You
But
guys have a
that-
shit ton of treasures. Like
Yeah, no,
We
they
need-
do.
We need to go through this in the
You
Discord
guys have a
to make
bag of
sure
shit
that
that,
we
like,
have
yeah.
it all.
I mean, bracers of defense. We got the spear. We got the Maul of Warning.
all that shit that Jason claimed like Malcolm never gives out enough magic items. I have been just throwing them. Hopefully, it feels like I've been throwing.
Yeah,
them
you've
at
just
you.
been throwing it. But it's Theros, you know, like
Yeah,
you
it's
gotta be
Theros,
epic
yeah.
at Theros.
Yeah. So I've been giving you
Just-
that.
So that's the spear that I have right now.
I gave this man a Terminator gun for like 3 episodes. Like,
Yeah.
It was cool until it blew up.
Yes.
yeah. Once you submerged it in water, I was like, this shit's gotta go.
Yeah, that's
It
why I
could
try to
have
use
been
it as much as I
waterproof.
could.
This shit has to go. Like,
Fun for the whole family.
yeah, it's good. It's been
Maybe I
fun.
should look at like lower level spells that I can cast more often than 5th level spells.
But high level spells are so cool.
They are
I have
cool.
3rd level spells now, so that's gonna be fun.
Take
That
blink.
is really cool.
Blink is nasty.
I have to. I guess this is far too late to say as an epilogue, but would want maybe in the beginning of the next episode to use the sending stone and just report what we found
Okay, yeah,
here.
that's
So I'll see if I remember that.
take it. Yeah, it's.
I feel
it's
like-
recorded, so it happened. It's canon.
Okay,
Type it into the Discord.
Yes, but in the
that's
Discord as
probably a
well.
better way to remember.
Yes,
I just put the Nylea piety and the level up in there.
good stuff. So sending that
Should I
back.
just go way back and take silvery barbs, guys?
I have silvery barbs.
You do not
So
use it
good.
very often.
I try to. I try to have them re-roll a d20 when it makes sense. Like when
You
it's
give
really
our-
fucking bad.
And then you always give the advantage to Troy.
No, she doesn't.
No, that's the
No.
answer.
You
Always
should.
give the advantage to Troy.
He got to be nice to me in game first.
See, that's why I should take silvery barbs, because I'm efficient killer who's going to kill the efficient. Actually, no, I guess
How
I
am
give
I
the
supposed to be
advantage
nice to a
Marcus.
group of murderers?
You are a
It's
murderer.
You're hanging out with us.
That's because your dead friend told me to.
Then listen to your dead friend. Take cloud
Yeah.
of daggers.
Poor
extra
dead
stuff.
friend. I'm an urchin. I live on the streets.
Well,
I ain't
now
got
you live with
friends.
us. Now you're one of us.
Now
Join
you
the
stepped
cult.
into
Shit, I can't step foot into temples because I just like, yeah, by the way, your god said this, and they're like, get the hell out.
Dude,
Don't
we
tell
have
them.
we have a dragon horde.
It's not, it's
It's
hard to
a
do
bling
when the god
empire.
takes control of you.
Ooh.
That's why I'm shocked Malcolm hasn't taken
I
advantage.
haven't used advantage of you yet. No, I want to wait for that kind of stuff. But yeah,
I
it
told
hasn't
Malcolm,
been a
like,
good
you can
moment
control
to
this
do it.
character at any time you want because that's what an oracle has to go through.
Guys, it's so, never mind. It's so meta to take water breathing. I can't take it. I'm sorry. It would help us so much.
Well, here's the thing.
If I went
unless
to sleep
you
and
can
woke up, it was
explain-
like,
Well, here's what you have to explain. In that time, you can try to figure out like what you got to ask yourself is what is Telmo more like a what is Telmo? What kind of I always forget. You're sorcerer.
He's a sorcerer.
I'm a sorcerer.
So if you're
so I
sorcerer,
can
you
cast
get your
everything.
elements from. They come on you like you're like an X-Men, like right, like a mutant.
Yeah.
You adjust, which means
Yeah.
that maybe being in all this water, you would start to adapt. You would gain that ability
Yeah.
naturally. It would suddenly manifest, right? That makes sense, right? It's not like you. I can see it
Yeah.
happening.
It would just be a really broken thing for us to take right now.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm saying I'm all for you figuring out how it works narratively, and if it works narratively, it's fine. So yeah, you're sorcerer. That's fine.
Could just adapt and like be able to breathe underwater.
But
since
do
you've
I
been
want to
swimming
be
forever.
that helpful to you guys?
What the
Yes.
heck, you guys?
I'm telling you right now, the bullies are not a nice group.
no.
They're bully. They're the
We're
bronze
not very
bullies for a
nice.
reason.
Yeah.
There's things that help me kill
But
that I
if
can
Nikki's
take.
in your group, it's a bully group. I'm just playing.
100%. 100%. Nikki
Nikki
has
and
been a
I
bully
and Josh,
yesterday.
bully group. You get a bully group. You're gonna
bully.
get. They are going to.
Fine.
I'm so nice. What do you mean?
That's why I love you. Like she's so nice, but so at the same time, If it's
I
not
got
going,
that sass.
yeah, man, you are gonna get it. Like if it does,
Did y'all hear that at the thing? I was like, oh, I cut their Achilles. She's like, that's my move. I'm like, that's your signature, my bad.
nicest people in real life, cutthroat D&D players. True and true. You know it.
It's all
You
love.
gotta get it out somewhere.
Yeah, man, you gotta get it out
Makes me
somewhere.
so happy.
See, and then when I
I'm
play
just
with my
messing,
students,
but
they're
yeah.
just like, "Wait, where'd you come up with that?" I'm like, I know a couple people.
Take seeming and
Love
make
it.
us all cows forever.
Don't do that.
Oops, all cows.
Don't think I didn't think about it.
8 hours.
We from the
Don't do
Dragon
that.
Horde, we have some gems, don't we?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
You guys are literally also the richest party I've ever ran at the same time too. You could
Yeah.
probably.
Which is funny because once we get to the city, I'm just gonna steal a bunch of shit.
It's like, bro, they have a bag full of
That's
shit.
fine. We are pro
fine.
you stealing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I take lightning bolt? There's so much stuff I want
That's
to take.
all my character wants to do is get back to the city.
You could flavor a lightning bolt as stabbing.
And I already cast lightning. I just don't do it very often because of Dragon's Breath. Like I am in tune with the elements through my sword. That's the only thing I do. I don't
I
know.
get to hit more
I mean-
often and teleport. That's about it.
Yeah, if you were gonna do that, then I'm thinking of taking the Chardonnay stride.
That's
Only
a
because
good
of-
one.
What is
Because
that
if
one tried?
because if we flavor it that way, right? Like if we're in these environments and we're starting to change, like me being close to Apex Predator and him using that speed, that's gonna make Apple
Yeah.
wanna.
It's
hear they're
fire.
gonna
It's
take
fire
the
feed speed.
names- They're gonna take the names off of the spells.
They should.
What?
Why? That's part of the lore where they come from. Like
Yeah.
why-
They're taking
It's
like a Chardonnay is a dragon, and you gotta understand where that spell came from. Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
That's why it's Dragon Breath that makes you faster.
I know, but like, so like, I hear like even was like what's the instant fortress? Was it Darn's instant fortress?
Mordenkainen?
It's just gonna be instant fortress.
Yeah.
So Tasha's
stupid.
hideous laughter.
It's
It's
just
just
gonna be
gonna be
hideous
hideous
laughter.
laughter.
But it's already like that, just doubled for a lot of
Yeah.
the spells.
Oh, they just have
They're
they
just
have
in the list
Yeah.
twice.
Got it.
Yeah,
got
I've
it. So
noticed that. Because I
That's
have
why. Okay, so they're gonna
Tasha's,
just take them.
and I saw I saw like I have Tasha's, but I
Right.
have just the naked hideous laughter I saw in the
Yeah.
list. I was like, this feels weird.
I used a Vargul in one of my games the other day, but I did notice I don't know if this is because of like consent, because that creature is a human head that is torn off of a body with bat wings, and it has a long nasty tongue. So it's essentially like a zombie head with wings, with bat wings, and it tries to kiss you if you're incapacitated, and then you get infected, and then you start to get sick over the next. This is a D&D monster. I didn't make this shit up. And if you stick long enough, your head tears off and sprouts wings and flies away.
Oh
It
yeah,
does the
I
same
saw a
thing.
video about that.
But they removed the word kiss now. Now it's like the Vargul's curse instead of it just being kiss. It's
Okay.
like, yeah.
But this is literally the beginning of Mark.
Or you can use
This
the
is-
legacy. You can use the legacy monster, and the legacy
Yeah.
monster has kiss instead of the.
Yeah,
which is,
man, they're trying
comes
to
from-
they're
yeah.
trying to whitewash it. They're trying to make it PC.
Make everything. I just
like,
don't like that.
picket fence. That's not what it's supposed to be.
That's
But
not
then the
even
Some of these
succubus
spells.
still has kiss, so it's like the succubus can still kiss people, but the
Yeah.
zombie head
Yeah.
with wings can't. Like, I mean, which one? I
They
don't.
just,
Pretty
they just
soon-
need to go back to rule one of if you want to change it up as
Change
the
it
DM, then
up.
do it.
Yeah.
Because then it's gonna be like, oh, vampire can't bite your neck because you didn't
Yeah.
get consent.
Mm-hmm.
And literally my players
Yeah.
and my players like throw that at me like on Wednesday. They're like, "Oh, consent, oh, consent." Yeah, I was like, "It is a zombie head with wings. It doesn't care."
Yeah, zero. Zero.
Show me one
consent
bad
question.
guy that's like, "Can I do this with your
Yeah,
consent?"
I
You
can't.
say
Yeah,
yes.
do you mind if I hurt you real quick? Like, come on. I mean,
That's when I'm just gonna
vampires.
start flavoring
Vampires
all my stuff.
actually get consent. Well, I guess they don't, but they predatory because they charm you. But they still ask you
Yeah.
to come in. But
Yeah, I don't know if that's date rape. That's different. I don't know if that's consent.
That's awful. That's awful. Yeah,
I
that's not
mean,
consent.
let's be real.
That's
You
not
know what I'm saying?
consent.
Like all that sparkle in the sun stuff is just a PG
No, man,
way
that
of
was-
being like,
Oh, don't
oh,
do that to. I can't
That
play
was
Strahd
Twilight.
anymore. This is
Mm-mm.
terrible.
Nah, that was a mosquito. He was not a
I'm
vampire.
sorry, that's the line you drew for Strahd.
Sparkling?
Yeah, Strahd is full on evil. I can't. Yeah, I
can
can't
see
play.
Strahd
I can't
sparkling.
play a Strahd campaign if it can't be like full out bio. Like
Gotta
it
be.
can't be fully. Yeah, it's just like no go in there. Just stay away from him because he's. But yeah, it's got some, there's some crazy shit in that campaign.
This is a Greek
gotta
god
play him like
campaign
Conan.
that 0 people are asking for any sort of consent.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
True.
nuts. Oh man.